All right, Ivan Ak, I see you. You are welcome. All of you in the comment section. I'm strong. I greet you. In case I know get that. All right, that. How is work, my brother? I hope all is well with you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. You should be managing your time, right? You should be managing your time. So we are live, and I expect you to like the video. Let me just quickly share the video, of course. Very, very important. Let me share it again. I think I've shared it before a couple of hours ago. All is well, and you? Of course, I'm okay, my brother. Okay. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. All right, welcome back. So this hour we are going to start the program without wasting much of time. We think we have spent 3 minutes, going almost 4 minutes, just to see how many of us will be here before we start. But I think the time is okay for us to start now. I think we have done also.
Listen to.
Now, I saw this video. All right, this video on the screen now. And I want to share it with us because there is something that I want us to connect from this video. This guy is a Yoruba guy. He's a Yoruba man. Some time ago, we discussed about him. Some actually call him a professor. I don't know his educational background. Honestly, I don't care. Also, it's not my business. That's his personal life. But you see, these lies that these people have been cooking for years, from generation to generation, I think the time to stop it is now. And that's why I want to share this with us. And if you're a Yoruba person watching or you're from other tribe, this program or this platform, we are not here to bash on ethnic group like Yoruba people. No. If you see the title, I just put it Afonja. In case if you don't know what Afonja means, you can ask your neighbor. You understand? Then coming from eastern part, old eastern region, or Biafrans, we have group, some people, some characters we called Efulefu and Ifajuna. But Efulefu is the general terms. Do you understand? Because Efulefu and Ifajuna, they are different, the level they, you understand? Ifajuna may be somebody who, to me, Ifajuna may be sensible, Ifajuna may be, educated, enlightened, and everything. But he's sabotaging to enrich himself. But the Efulefu are those who may even sabotage their generation just to pepper the other brother. For example, you are a neighbor person and you want to contest for, let's say you are contesting for a Senate president, or I don't want to say presidency, but something that requires general election from every tribe. Speaking from Nigerian angle now, right? And you want to win election as an Igbo man, a Efulefu may decide to sell you out just to have handshake with your opponent from another tribe. So their own stupidity is a different school of thought. A school of thought. You need to go to another level to meet the level of a slave. But Afonja is a kind of another modern of Ifajuna. Do you understand? Now, this guy, like I said, may be educated. People call him Prof. I don't know if they're calling him Prof maybe as a nickname or he's actually a professor. It's not the issue. It's not a problem. I want us to pay close attention to everything that he will say. And for you to see the rotten what is the word? Bigotry. The tribalism in them, people like him, he's not alone. Yoruba people have a way of producing this kind of people that once one of them, one Afonja at number 20, one of Afonja at number 20 Ifajun. Because Ifajun is always for money. That's Ifajun. Money. They can sell even their mother. Money. That's Ifajun. Ifajun are character. But Afonja may not even make money. But to make sure that they can lie on innocent grave. They can use death of innocent person to validate their cost. So I want us to pay close attention while we move forward. So I'm saying this so for you to understand what you're about to discuss. Olive, also, I see you. You are welcome. Christopher Chukwuemeka, God bless you. You are here with us. And Mabel Igwe. I don't know. Mabiko, like the video. Very, very important. So let's start. Hear him first. Then we'll move from there.
Bishop Matthew Asankuka was
start from beginning.
I would like us to listen to Bishop Matthew Asankuka. It was on Arise News some days ago, and he had this to say. Please take a listen.
The machinery had already been put in place. As a little kid, I remember, all we wanted to do was just to see what the Sardauna looked like. And in my little village, they were going around with these screens showing us all kinds of things. We had all the wonderful things. Then we had a bureaucracy that really was oblivious to some of the things that have now come to haunt us: ethnicity, religion, the hegemons, and so on and so forth. So we had everything we needed. And when people say to us about Nigeria, why are we not like Singapore? Why are we not like Japan? Well, truth of the matter is that we could have been better than Singapore. We could have been better than Malaysia. Could have literally been better than, no one would have seen our back had the military not struck.
Right.
Because we already had a bureaucracy. The reason why Singapore is the way it is not because Lee Kuan Yew, yes, he did an extraordinary good job.
But it's that inherited bureaucracy.
He inherited bureaucracy.
Yes.
And the destruction of the bureaucracy, the destruction of society was escalated. Then ethnic identity and consciousness began to emerge. And I can tell you, most Northerners who are in their 70s and 80s still cannot come to terms with the brutal killing of the Sardauna and Tafawa Balewa. Unfortunately, we have a country that doesn't like to confront the truth. We often say as Africans, forgive and forget. And we bury the hatchet, but the handle is outside. So, in my view, up till today, we have not been able to have the time, the honesty, the sincerity to come to the table to say, look, what went wrong? And this is why the dreams of our fathers or founding fathers have now become nightmares for us. And we now ended up with a situation in which the recruitment process, whether it's for public life or the bureaucracy, all of those things came crashing. So I think we can say why we are where we are today.
Before he says something, you see, this is Bishop Kuka, a bishop, a Catholic bishop. Sometimes I wonder if he's a Catholic bishop or he just he be a bishop by nickname, based on what I'm saying, because he is a Christian. One of the this guy is supposed to be the eyes of Christianity in the north. He's here trying to rewrite history, that what happened in 60s before the coup that some military just, strike like that without any issue. He's here trying to undermine the weight of what Usman Danfodio and Saddam of Sokoto, the mentality and the brain, the lifestyle of Saddam, because military did not strike because they want to strike. They gathered intelligence information. What this man want. When you listen to top-ranking soldiers, then their interview after so many years after the war, you will understand that there's a crisis. There was crisis going on even in the West. What they are doing now in the Middle Belt, they wanted to do the agenda, like the alliance that Yorubas and Northerners have now. Northerners want to have it with Igbo against Yoruba. Igbo refused. History have it that they use, we often say Afonja. What is Afonja? Afonja played role just to become relevant, just to want to. That's why they lost Kwara State. But I'm not here for that. I want you to understand that Bishop Kuka should understand. You don't want to talk about the information or the agenda of Usman Danfodio, which is to conquest. They have conquered the Hausa. They don't want to stop there. They don't want to stop there. The message still, they still have that message in them, and they want to advance it. Even if it's going to take them years, then in their mind, they want to advance it. But he's playing it down as if military, that template, everything is there, they would have been better than Singapore. Do they have Usman Danfodio? The mentality of Fulanis is it also in Singapore? In Malaysia, do they have it? Because this is a country that he mentioned. They don't. What was the reason why military decided to strike? What happened? But this guy here who claimed that he's educated want to, use this story to twist something, just to bring out just to justify what he wants to say. That is all about is Igbo fault. Igbos are the fault. The question is, what is the purpose of this video in the first place? Sowore, there's a video of Sowore where he said this, so that you understand why this guy decided to even record himself at all. He recorded this video to respond to Sowore, and what did Sowore say? Not about Masamagano protest, because I know many of you, when you read the title, you think that this guy is kicking against. No, it's not about Masamagano, it's about something different, and he made this one months ago. Now listen.
Government incinerates 15 trillion naira worth of cannabis. And I'm asking, are you stupid? If your budget is 27 trillion and cannabis is bringing 15 trillion, just package it and sell to the people. The half bottle of cannabinoid oil
weed oil
is more expensive than crude oil.
Eh?
Yes. I'm telling you, you can buy a small one, like this small
butter
vial for a vial, as they call it, for $55, and it will be finished
Sammy,
in one night. And a
welcome.
barrel of crude now is selling for how much? A whole barrel. Maybe they are $79 now. So, and then you have Ogbese in Ondo State. You have places in Delta State. If you are processing this magic weed, you won't need to be going to Abuja every month to go and be queuing up for the allocations that are not coming. But our leaders don't think. They always think about, like Fela used to say, now born, now they sweet them pass. Everything, burn it down first. Canada that just legalized, they are making $4 billion in a city. New York is about to legalize, or is legalized partially. The sale of
Partially they have.
Yes, the sale of the license alone has already brought in almost $1 billion. Just the sale of the license alone. So a product like that, or a plant that is such a magic, and you have it, you are blessed with it, You start burning it, and they are very happy to burn it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, anytime you see NDLA burning anything, they are not burning any Igbo. They are burning sawdust. The real Igbo has been transported to a safe place. If I were to be president of Nigeria today, the first thing I would do is to head to the Southeast and apologize to them for the war. Nigeria has a problem.
This is the problem. So I muted my mic. This is the problem. This is where the guy had issue, where he developed his problem with Sowore. How can he say that if he become a president, he will head to Southeast and apologize? It did not go down well with all the Afonjas. Even if you go to the comment section, even they started reminding Sowore that he's not really Igbo, Yoruba. They said that Sowore is from what is the number of this? I started the boss place is what, please? Someone should remind me. I started the boy is from where? What is that his name? His tribe. Ijo. That is an Ijo man. Thank you, Emi. Because people don't know that there is community in Yoruba land. Just like they carve Igbo to many other communities, right? They ask Ijo people to make up Yoruba nation. But that's not the issue. Sowore is one of those Ijo man by his own origin. Ancestral home Sowore is not Yoruba. Ijo man. But he is speaking Yoruba, right? He's speaking Yoruba very, very well. And nobody, you don't hear from the Ijo people in the Yoruba tribe saying that, no, we are not Yoruba. Don't tell us the same thing that the Yorubas are busy corrupting the minds of Easterners to declare that they are not Igbo. This one is another subject. I don't want to go there now. But I want you to understand where the anger of this guy started. Oh, God. Igbo need to understand what is happening to them. Now, let's go back to Afonja. Listen. Let him say what he wants to say.
The bishop mentioned that we usually have this thing where we just forgive and forget. Well, I'd like you to listen to something just to show you how terrible things can be, especially with those who, for some reason, think that they can lead the rest of us in Nigeria. I'm looking for the video. I'd like you to just take a listen to this and then we'll talk about it.
I want you to understand what he's saying, and the person that think he can lead all of us. I wanted to people. He's busy insulting Sowore. This anger simply because he said that if he become, not that he's going tomorrow, if I become president, I will head to Southeast and apologize. This thing hurt this guy like never before, and he said a whole lot of things here. Negenti, original Afonja, educated one, Negenti.
About it.
And mind you, he don't represent Yorubas. What he's saying is his own opinion. That's why I told you what I'm saying here. What the video is not. I'm not targeting Yoruba. Let us be frank here. It's not about. He don't represent Yoruba. No, Yoruba people don't even know him. But he's leading his own Afonja group. That's all. Because when he says something, of course, people like him will come. So it's not about Yoruba here. So don't get me wrong on that. Listen.
This is Sowore. Take a listen, please.
If I were to be president of Nigeria today, the first thing I would do is to head to the Southeast and apologize to them for the war. Nigeria has a problem. And I've always said Nigeria has an Igbo problem. And I'm not saying it to please people who are known as Igbos. But the moment they decided to take the action they took in 1967 to 1970, the war, Nigeria having wonder war in their eyes, never forgave the Igbos. There is a secret memo, I don't know where it is located, in government, that whenever we want to take charge in this country, be careful of the Igbo. Don't give them position. Don't give them opportunity. Otherwise, they will overrun. It's a well-known fact. Even our parents, tell us, Igbo. You understand? Some of them even say unconsciously. They even say it on radio shows in this country. So don't let us lie to ourselves, because except we bring this out openly and discuss, it's a taboo that we have refused to discuss.
True.
We are not going to solve the problem. It is the reason why the federal government of Nigeria feels that in 2024, detaining Nnamdi Kanu against all the court orders, against all the court rulings, is the only way to go. You know, I was detained in the DSS place for 5 months.
Yes.
There's nothing there to detain anybody for the.
Okay, Zik, I greet you. Ogwejofo, I greet you. Yenus, you're welcome. Madam Origin. Madam Origin is here with us. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, I see you. Please make sure you like the video, okay? Like the video and share it to many platforms of your choice. In case you are just joining us, we are here to learn from Afonjas. Okay, we are learning from Afonjas. And he's here bashing on Sowore for saying that he's going, if he become a president of Nigeria, that the first thing he will do is to head to Southeast and apologize. That video, many of you have watched it. This guy, for you to know, he understands what he's doing. He's not alone. Many of them are educated. Remember the one in charge of Nigeria's diaspora, Abikere Dabiri. What is it, Abikere or whatever? What's her name? Someone Abike, or who refers Igbo as bamboo some time ago. Don't worry, let's just start. I just want to, guys, if you are just joining us, if you are just coming in, so please like the video, like that, and share it.
Place is not even functioning. The DSS headquarters. Yes, is it the same DSS people who are watching BB Nigeria from morning to night?
Okay, before he says something, he paused it because he don't want you to hear all that thing that Sowore said. After that, of course, we are here now. I am going to bring it up. Don't worry. Listen.
I've always said Nigeria has an Igbo problem, and I'm not saying it to please.
Now, this is where Sowore says something. You know, I played the other part, right? Let's continue to listen to that. The same video, he called the part that suit what he wants to say, and he don't want to play some of the things that Sowore said. But I'm here to play it.
People who are known as Igbos. But the moment they decided to take the action they took in 1967 to 1970, the war, Nigeria, having wonder war in their eyes, never forgave the Igbos. There is a secret memo, I don't know where it is located, in government, that whenever we want to take charge in this country, be careful of the Igbo. Don't give them position.
You won't hear this part in the guy's video. He cut it. He don't want to play it. But he played, okay, see what Sowore said, yo. Now, what he said next will shock you. Or everything, in fact, everything he said in the entire video, you'll be like, what is the essence of education? If this is what if this guy who claimed that he's educated can sound like this, like, I am surprised that in his comment section, some people refer him as a prof. I don't know if he's prof. I don't know his academic qualification. Like I said, at the beginning. In the beginning, I told you that I don't care about his qualification, his academic profile. Is not my problem. The problem is lying to us on something that we already know the answer. And that one, I know, even if you saw bring you showing times 100, I will say the same thing I'm saying now. That is not. I don't believe that. Let's continue.
Don't give them opportunity. Otherwise, they will overrun. It's a well-known fact. Even our parents, tell us, Igbo. You understand?
Our parents are not from Yoruba angle. Okay, they lecture their children this kind of thing, and they will come out with aggressive. If you have never been to Lagos State, I don't know about now, but the time I was there, My first thing, especially in Lagos, happened to be with a Yoruba woman who is selling bread. Do you understand? You only small question will irritate them, as if you have provoked them before. But relax your mind. Let's hear for what Sowore said.
Some of them even say unconsciously. They even say it on radio shows in this country. So don't let us lie to ourselves, because except we bring this out openly and discuss, is a taboo that we have refused to discuss.
True.
Okay.
We are not going to solve the problem. It is the reason why the federal government of Nigeria feels that in 2024, detaining Nnamdi Kanu against all the court orders, against all the court rulings, is the only way to go. You know, I was detained in the DSS place for 5 months.
Yes.
There is nothing there to detain anybody. For the place is not even functioning. The DSS headquarters. Yes, is it the same DSS people who are watching BB Nigeria from morning to night? At the point, Sarah.
That is the part where he stopped his own. Is it the same DSS people are watching BB Nigeria, whatever? He called that part. We are going to visit that side again. We are going to continue from where he stopped. But I want to play this video of Sowore to the end. So don't feel bored. Just relax your mind. Let's go through it together, so that you know what one of the problems that Nigerian will never ever work. Because it's not about the orientation. It's not one-sided. It should be vice versa. From the north, they are too aggressive. They want to bring jihadists. Even the orientation from the southwest is enough for Nigeria not to stand. Because a child of 22 years, 18 years have this notion that Igbo people want to grab their land. Igbo people is this, Igbo people is that, which is just lies.
I was making up to $50,000 per month of Google ads. I personally wrote over 5,000 corruption stories published on Sahara, personally. When I say personally, I'm the one who investigated, researched. A lot of people didn't know at the point that Sahara was just one laptop when it was most popular. Just one laptop, yes. I bought
That's Sahara where they give many politicians.
One laptop that I bought on eBay for $600. After writing for almost 5 years, Sahara everywhere, the politicians started becoming immune to the stories. Yes, the more you did the stories, the more just say now my opponents now in the duam, you know. And some of the best stories were coming from them, because if you write a story against a politician, he will say, "Oh, I know the guy who set it up." They will come go give you the story of the other side. Story just the flow, left, right, and center.
If you even set up, they go to say you know what they do.
And they didn't know who I was, because I set up like a lot of anonymous emails.
Like Gist Lover, you were the Gist Lover.
Yes, that time. But some people knew who I was, but a lot of people didn't know who in fact, Femi Falana was surprised the day he found out that I was.
Oh, he didn't know.
You know, one day he just called me and said, "This is Harry Potter that everybody shout. They say you are the owner." I said, "I'm the one." I said, "What?" I have people who I went to see, my clients, who are having blood pressure over this your Sahara matter. I said, "Please keep it up." So he was giving me feedback, you know. So that was the point I got to. I was like, what is it that you can write about these guys again? They don't care. And the more you wrote these stories about them, the more evidence you presented, the more they stole. Ultimately. So because Sahara Reporters now became an opportunity for mainstream media to make money. They will not write the original story. Their own is just to debunk. That's how they make their money.
Yes. So you will now serve them. Then they will give us money.
They will come. Or sometimes they will pick my stories, because they are all on top of the story. They pick the stories, republish it. Sometimes they will not even credit Sahara. They will just see the headline: London house discovered. The people will rush to them. What's the problem now? You know, some of them will publish magazines and with stories that I did do, and then they'll go and buy the entire magazine so that they are not in the market. So when I started hearing all the stories, I was like, I'm providing opportunities for people to become billionaires. I have no problem with it, but it's not advancing the cause for which I committed my life from my university days,
in the first place,
which is to bring about a society that works for everybody. Okay. And the greatest journalism which I practice has not made that happen. That was what made me to decide around 2016 to come to Nigeria and set up a Sahara Reporters Media Foundation. But they were waiting for me.
Now, let's go back to the program of that guy, so that you now hear what. Remember where he stopped, right? Now,
Potential candidate. You see, one of the things you don't want to ever have in life is to be half educated, because you're going to be left with the ability to speak English, and when you speak, you'll be correct grammatically, but you'll be spewing ignorance. Anybody who says they want to go to the Southeast to apologize to the Southeast, anybody that says that is a very ignorant person. I don't care, that they are lecturing. I put this thing on. I responded to it, and someone told me that this person taught Nigeria. In fact, I don't want to misquote because it's just shocking. Someone said that the person actually taught a course in Nigeria, in the US or something. I'm like, I'll read the exchange before I say what I want to talk. So somebody quoted his video and says, this is Nupe. It says, you see this Sowore's video, there's an element of truth in it, but apologizing is not the solution. Rather, it's the right political strategy and alignment. That's the only way the fear can go away and the trust can be regained. More so, there's need for a massive national reorientation on the unity and diversity. Alternatively, there should be national renegotiation of Nigeria as an indissoluble nation. Otherwise, producing a president from this region may never happen again. I then responded, there's no truth to it. I quoted it, said there's no truth to it. It's chasing effects instead of causes. Study the history closely and you see everyone played a role, but the one demanding reparations is actually the one that should be apologizing. Sowore and the rest of us really need to study. So somebody responded to me by saying Sowore taught pre- and post-colonial history in the US. He has to explain the statement he made. From what I'm learning following Sowore and reading you most set forth are done by Prof, I have come to understand a little bit more of the context of the Civil War.
So somebody is referring to him here as a professor. He said that Sowore is half educated. That if you are half educated, the only thing is that you will be speaking English, but you will be speaking ignorant. So Sowore is half educated because Sowore said, if I become a president of Nigeria, first thing I will do is to go to Southeast and apologize. He said no, that's all this is that this jargon that he's reading now is his own people like him validating his point that Sowore shouldn't say something like that. In fact, that makes Sowore, that disqualifies Sowore to become Nigerian president or to lead Nigeria. Just to say, if I become president, not that I will make it Southeast Dubai, not that I will channel Nigerian federal capital to Igbo, not that I will make it. I will take every company to Igbo. Not, I will go and apologize. As young as this man is, I don't know his age, but I can tell you that Sowore is older than him. That's number one. He found it as an insult. To him, it's an insult. How dare you to say you're going to go to Southeast and apologize? Apologize for what? That he should be Southeast apologizing to him. And he furthered it by telling you reasons why Igbos had want to apologize to Nigeria. Nah, that's why, social media is very, very good. Because if not because of social media, do you know, before social media before social media become this rampant, before it become popular and everything now, for you to establish radio station in Nigeria, it requires license, right? They will be controlling you what you say. That's number one. Number two, TV station, they will also control what you say. Everything you say, they will make sure that they censor it. And the censorship of Igbo, any issue about Igbo, is different from a normal censorship that they're practicing as a journalist or as a media house. And Igbo own is different, but social media have made it easier for us to also have our own voice. If not, you think no radio station will pick my call if I counter this guy, what this guy said, for example, that they're having a radio program and people are calling in, and this guy happened to be in the studio and make this kind of utterances, bashing on Sowore, and bringing out all this cut and John history to make himself happy and his class, to make them look so happy. If you call in and counter that, they will drop your call and you're not going to call again. Do you understand? So you end up sharing your own opinion within your circle, your family. No other person will reason along with you. One of the reasons why many Igbo youth, like those of them that are doing content, they know nothing about what the story is all about. Many Igbo people, if you come to Nigeria today, Igbos are the one lacking in terms of Nigerian history. If not that mass can come up and begin to, lecture people, teaching, creating. They say it's awareness. To me, it's just like university. I did not learn anything to compare what I learned from Master McCann. Ability to think, to stand on your word. That's number one. Two, to know how to retain information. Master McCann, I got those ones from Master McCann. But in the other part, people from Europe, Southwest, their parents, like Sowore said, have been telling them, lecturing them from childhood. As a little boy, they will tell you, you're Igbos. They will devote time, teach their people the same thing. Then impart that knowledge that Igbos are meant to. If you go to North, they believe that they are born to rule. It is there. They are children from the North, with the House of Land. In their mindset, they are born to rule. You from South East, what mindset did your parents condition you to believe? If not to make Nigeria work, that Nigeria is our country. That's what they told us. No, even Nigeria, I have finished secondary school before I started hearing, inside like details of what happened in Civil War. And not even, I was in Lagos then. So we have nothing, we don't know anything. And these people that you are dealing with know a lot. Negative things about you. Negative things. Some of them are fake, just to make themselves, to keep on maintaining this status quo, that they are the one to lead. If you're not going to tell Yoruba people now that they are born to rule, Yorubas don't counter that. They kept quiet. Why? Because they preferred for Northerners to rule, 6 Northerners rule, and one Yoruba will come and one time as a president, they're okay with it. And they have a lot of people to believe that, the presidency, there is between North and the South. The only people representing in the North is Fulani. The only people representing in the South is Europe. You get the point now. And without you understanding those things, you'll be mumu. No, Nigeria is, the way they've been making it is okay. Our Baba from Ogun State is doing it well. He's representing us. Yes, he's representing us. And they keep on telling you that when Mr. Okonkwo want to contest for president, they will go behind and tell Mr. Okafor, are you there? You want Okonkwo to become president? You want him to be first president from Igbo land? Nah, what for you? You have all it takes. You speak well. Is he better than you? Come up, let us. I will tell my people to support you. We rather around you. Mr. Okafor ticket against Mr. Okonkwo, who came out first. He will keep on making you guys to keep on dancing together as if you guys know what they're doing. You know what they're doing. Then he will wait that minute. He will tell the people, no. Bola is the one to vote. He's our brother. So both of you will come a loser. Bola will not win. And while doing that, they're also dragging some people to Bola from without you knowing, telling them that both of you cannot win. These people Bola is the one that Bola. We Westerners, we know how to. And because our people, Igbo people, they hate to see Mr. Okonkwo, one of them moving in convoy. They felt intimidated. All of them feel intimidated that once this Mr. is moving on convoy, that means I am nobody. I prefer to see Bola to move on convoy than one of Okonkwo to do that. Do you understand? That is tactics on its own. Igbos are buying this nonsense for years. They are buying that, and they are not mocking you. That you guys don't know how to play politics. Truly, you don't know because of the mindset of some people. This what I'm saying now is exactly what is going on even in agitation. Just that COS declared Biafra, that COS received information from PM, and she is my surrogate. She is my surrogate. That word hurt a lot of people. Why must he be this woman? Why not me? She first thing, they made her COS. I am here. Why? That division keep on. Not that COS cannot get it right, but why must she be the one? Why not me? I'm supposed to be the one. If Afonjas come close to you, they will fuel it the more, giving you some reasons why you must fight this your own. She's COS and she's not DPM, that PM don't love you. Then you ask yourself, at the end of the day, you must have one COS. At the end of the day, you must have one surrogate. So you can't beat it. Let's go back to this guy. I'm not saying it, I know some of our people, because some of our people are not all that. They don't know how to think like that. Some people will be like, oh, Kai report, we have passed this level. We should be talking about our freedom now. We should be talking about our our USB now, our government now. You forgot that this sickness that I'm touching now is already taking place in Biafra movement. That's why just ordinary arrest or call for questioning, people have started looking for where to create their own group. You were contented with with the level you were operating, even before they appoint you as anything, as officer or anything in the movement. You were living fine. Why is it so painful to you to maintain the same thing when the leader is not around? Why must you fight of all the time you have? The only time you think you can fight, destroying everything that you have been supporting. Why must it be when people expect you to behave well? That is when you want to show your craziness. Now let's continue. Please like the video in case if you are just joining me, and make sure you share this video. Very, very important that you do so.
It taught or he learned, because if it's taught in quote, then we truly have a serious problem as a people. When those meant to teach haven't learned enough themselves, yet presume to know enough to make such assertions. Here's the point. Anybody who discusses Nigeria's history and says he needs to apologize to the Igbo is an ignorant person. I don't care if they have taught Nigerian history or they have taught it in US or in Togo. It doesn't matter. The person is ignorant. You can acknowledge what has happened without missing the total context of the events. For instance, who is going to apologize to the people in the Midwest? Who will apologize to people in Ore? Who will go to Benue? Who will apologize to people in River State? The Abonemas, the people in Degema. Who will apologize to the BBO?
You see why he's calling all this nation that's around Igbo nation, right? All the riverine area. You know why he's calling them? To corrupt their mind. Oh, because they knew that they cannot do it alone. They need an answer. That's had been the tactics since day one. This issue of using Igbo man to fight Igbo man has been there. They will use Ogoni man to fight you. They will use the Ikwere man to fight you. And all of us, to tell you that we are all one, we have that disease. Now let me fight. I will not allow him. That is what happened between Jim Wobo went to North to campaign with. I think it was not. I think Ekwe, man. He got there and turned against his own brother. This sabotage is not something that somebody just planted new. But the only thing is that you are potential sabo until you condition your mind to think like a human being. Otherwise, you think that you're doing the right thing without knowing the gravity of what you're committing. Some of us appear to be sabo in eyes of other Biafrans without knowing that what they're doing is sabotage. Not that they did not, but they fail to calm down to think. Ask yourself, this thing I'm doing now, of what gain is that? Like, what will I gain? That's why I ask some people, if you say that US is not getting it right, you have to come forward. You have to come forward. She's not getting. See, you cannot just be in the movement and fold hand. The only thing you know is that she's not getting it right. Meaning that for you to say that she's not getting it right, meaning that you know how to get it right. Then you have to step forward and get it right. Then no. Then the only thing you should do, if no, is to keep quiet. You can suggest, but do not push to that extent of if she did not accept, you break the bottle. If she did not accept, you break the bottle. This thing is applicable in many things that has to do with our people. And you that is watching me now that you have not gotten to that level, learn this. Is okay. For somebody somewhere to start clapping for you or motivating you, telling you go, even if when you give excuse like I'm not financially buoyant to do this thing, they will tell you I will fund you. And you agree. They are funding you not because they love you. The reason is because they want to see you. They want to see you fighting in your house. Go to Ijele Chibos or Chibo. What is the name of this guy? I always forget that guy's name. Not Eguato or Fuebu Chukoma. Is it Chukoma? What is his name? He came about with Ijele speak. Someone should remind me his real name. I keep on always, each time I want to talk about this guy on video, I always, forgot here. I don't quite remember his name often. I don't know why. But you know who I'm talking about. If you check, anytime you manage to Chukwuka, thank you, Emi Sami. Chukwuka Fuebu. Anytime you stumble on his video, maybe by mistake, try and scan through his comment. You can have Olamide, Olalosho, Bomigbo, all these names, clapping for him. Not able to be true son of Igbo. Imagine somebody who is from Sokoto telling you that Chukwuka Fuebu is the true son of Igbo land. That's an insult. And the Koko actually believed they are praising him. You see the madness, because he failed to understand this. I'm telling you now. He failed to lecture himself, to equip himself. I'm not saying you should start hating any other tribe, no. But learn how not to be used against your people. That is some of what I'm trying to tell you. Learn how not to be used against your own. Even if you think that the person, your brother, is getting it wrong, you don't like it, when somebody elsewhere that are well known, to be hater of your people, are clapping and celebrating because you are countering your brother, know that thing you are doing at that moment is not worth doing. You are doing the wrong thing. Always, even if you want advice, go in house and advise. Do not think that you are now relevant because you want to tear somebody apart. Ask yourself, are they doing the same thing? Do you know that Yorubas are now, some of them are now running away from the community as we speak? But when you social media, you see Yoruba youth telling you how an Igbo is a ghost town, that you guys are eating human being. That we are too noisy, whereas they are the one also receiving it from Fulani, which is very bad. I don't celebrate what is happening to them. No, because I knew that many of them, innocent people, are there paying the price. So I'm not telling you that let us start singing praise of Fulani conquering Yoruba land. No, it's very, very wrong. I'm against it, and if I have anything to help them, I will do. But that will not stop me from calling out Afonjas, their agenda. If you go to social media, if you come on social media, like if you go to Twitter, for example, you will see them in thousands, in hundreds. Their target is Igbo, and their own house, their own farmland is ghost town. They don't talk about their problem. But if you try to do the same, they will be the first to remind you that you guys hate each other. Look at this one, look at this one. And you keep on telling your Igbo people will discuss about that problem, even discuss how their father is fighting their mother. Do you understand? Publicly. And they think that is a life. It's not life. Hear this guy, please. And make sure you like the video. It won't cost you anything.
Who will apologize to them? This thing where we have been so overwhelmed by victim narrative, a victim rhetoric, a single narrative, that we now think that because that person has said it again and again and again and again and again and again, that person must have been wronged. Therefore, we should help them. I know we do this thing where we like David and Goliath kind of thing, right? We always want to back the person who is like the underdog. So, who is the underdog? Let's back him. Just because the person is underdog does not mean that they have sense. You can be underdog because you're actually senseless. The idea that the East is right because they lost is senseless. Apologize for what? What should we say to the families that lost their to Yoruba people that lost their family members in Benin, or to Benin people themselves that died because people from the southeast went to their land? What should we say to the concentration camps that were built in Benin? Think about it. Somebody comes into your land, built concentration camps in your land, and put your people in there. Built the same thing in Umaya and took people from rivers into those places. Hit people en masse, and you had bodies floating on the rivers. You see, the thing is, Nigerians don't know. We know very little about what really happened in the past. Very little. A person leaves his place, says he's fighting for his region, decides to take other people's lands, and then decides to start encroaching and actually overrunning other people's regions and declaring governors in those regions and writing letters of what he would do in Yoruba land, in Western region, in Lagos, all over the country. And you should apologize for.
They cannot make a sentence without telling you that he will grab land. They cannot make a sentence without telling you that Igbo people are land grabbers. Historically, Fulani, after Fulani in grabbing people's land, the next is Europe. Historically, like people actually believe, I used to think that Yorubas are one tribe, one language. No, they conquered all the same thing that Igbo have, like we are hearing, Ijaw people, all these little nations in the south, in the eastern region. They have it in Yoruba. They conquer them and they swallow their language as well. Ask this man, what since you are talking about land grabbers, what are Yorubas doing in Benin Kingdom? In Delta State, that is after Benin, you have Yoruba people. That's where this dry leg, what name of this guy that Matakano sued the other time, called Red Omokre. You don't understand? Is Oduduwa tribe. What are they? Because they're moving to conquer. After Fulani, next people that grab land is Yoruba. Historically, I'm not telling you to make you feel bad or anything. That's just, but mention one tribe that was and then their Igbo. That was this and then their Igbo. Mention one tribe. No. They notice that they keep on telling you, reminding you that, oh, this one hate you, this one hate you. This one they do that for you, for this small tribe to love them, and then now take advantage and conquer that and conquer them. But he is here telling you that what are they doing here? You are saying that because that's what you are known for. That's your history. Does it mean that all the Yorubas are bad? No. But that's your history, though. That's your history. You see, anytime they want to talk about Nigerian history, they will not end it without telling you Ijaw people, Ogoni man, TV man. They will start mentioning those tribes that surround Igbo nation. Reason because to maintain this enmity they have created in the past, their own is to water it so that it will continue from ages to ages. That's why Igbo man will spend hours talking to his brother from Riverine area. After 1 minute, only one call, the person will switch. Look at week during this election and everything. So we know all those things. Why we don't talk about it, we're not talking about it much because we have found out that that is not the solution. No matter how we talk, the problem is not about this one that is before you now. Many things are going to still unfold, and to avoid it is to stay away from it. Mary Ike said, Kai, you are very right. Ijebu is not Yoruba. Of course, it's not Yoruba. Not all sisters in Southwest is Yoruba. Not at all. They conquered they swallowed all the minor tribes with their language and their culture. They swallowed all of them. But they are the first to remind you, oh, Igbo people want to conquer your land, they want to conquer your land. You see, wickedness is not good. Anyway, I just want us to. The reason what I want us to do is this: if you are from old Eastern region, I'm not saying you should hate the Yoruba tribe. I can't be like him. Do you understand? I love everybody, but don't bring lies to uplift yourself. Don't lie to uplift yourself. You see that in Chineke Yeregi, stand on it. That's your gift. That's who you are. Maintain it. If you want something from me, come, let's talk about it. Not as an enemy, as a friend. But this idea of you are just like somebody who go about sleeping with somebody's wife. You sleep around as a man. You can't pass the night without somebody's wife. Not even a girl, not even your wife. Somebody's wife. You can't spend the night with that. And you are busy gossiping about somebody who have a girlfriend. Does it make any sense? What exactly you are ambassador of this kind of thing, and you are trying to tell me that we are now the next thing they will tell you are crying victim. I don't blame you. I blame my people who refuse to maintain who they are. They keep on yapping nonsense when you know that this thing is not gonna work. I'm not saying what I'm saying because I don't want to be a politician. I don't even dream to be a politician. I don't need it. All I want is to make sure that our children, our people understand who they are. Know who you are, then leave the rest for God. Gabambo. Chineke if you survive. Don't worry, hear what he said. He said a lot of nonsense.
What? It's because of our ignorance that leaders of the Igbos who say they want 10 trillion naira reparations. Who are they talking to? Their family members? If there's any group, I mean, with all due respect to the lives that were lost because people died, that is regrettable.
Listen.
Inside the Biafran Igbo guys, crisis and conflicts in Nigeria, did the same thing in Umaya and took people from rivers into those bombed in Yaba. The folks died, and that is regrettable.
He said he's regretting the loss that they lost and everything and all that. As if you actually care about the life. No, you don't care. You are saying it because of your platform, so that they will not say that you are preaching, you are mocking the dead. So from your statement, you are celebrating the death of Biafran children. Do you understand? And that's why, if I see anybody building like now, if they're demolishing any, let's say, what is the most expensive house in Lagos now that belongs to Igbo man? If they demolish it, honestly, it will not cause sleep from my eyes. I will sleep like a baby. I will eat it. If I have access to wine or a drink, I will entertain myself. I don't bother about it because the Bible who are. Do you understand? Who are not original? Okay, if imana if na mad na aguga kana na agwa ka mmiri na mmiri wo with na ya gisef na agwa how that water that your tears is tasting. What again do you actually think? What do we want? They have mocked you, they have cracked joke with you, they have advised you politely, they have advised you aggressively. They have some of us watching this now, we are waiting for God to bless you so that you can buy land in Ikeja. Nicodemusically, you just go travel back and price land, and sometimes we are eyeing land somewhere land in Yanobai, Yanobaj, or maybe in Lekki, or somehow maybe in Maitu, or maybe in anywhere, because how stupid some of our brothers are. They actually believe that what shows that you are a rich man is having house somewhere in Yoruba land. God. Anyway, we are coming to that. Wait.
And that's terrible. There is no way you can even politicize death. But if you are looking for reparations, the Igbo should be paying Nigeria reparations for many years to come.
This is the same. His people like him did not just start today. Many of you have, I believe you have heard about this story of 20 pounds. We are generation of that start life again with 20 pounds. I know, right? It's something that you need to meditate on that word. Your parent 20 pounds. Some of us are using it as if to motivate ourselves. This is not about motivational talk. It's something that you should go and pour down. Think about it deep. Why? What happened? Give you 20 pounds. What do you think they want to do after buying your? Imagine after losing children that even international communities are using their children. UNICEF are using it even up till now. The same people that contributed in buying this your children still have the heart to give you 20 pounds, no matter how much you have in your account, and confiscate your property. And after committing all those things, these guys still have the guts in this 21st century to record himself, telling you that you're supposed to be paying money. You're supposed to apologize. What is genocide than that? He's just want to tell you that that thing that will gladden his mind, make him, relax and accept you or see you as a human being is to commit genocide on you. Just that's what he wants to carry it out. Or for camera, he will tell you that just buy them. Just get it, buy them. Hear his excuses. Then what did you call what you did in the East? And before even the war, he don't bother to talk about the massacre of Igbo people in retaliation of the so-called Igbo coup. The same coup that you guys are tagging Igbo coup, because after Babangida's book, I have seen some Southwest people, like Yoruba people, saying that the IBB is talking for himself, that to them is Igbo coup. Then you ask them why, they will tell you, no, you don't ask us, we know, we know. Because they always claim that they're the one that is manufacturing history. That's why they will tell you that even Igbo language, the Abrichidi, is formed by Yoruba man. No, care for this man, Hana front, Bishop Ajayi Cloud, or whatever they call it name, that he is one that even writes their language for them. That's what they're telling you. And since they're the academia of the whole West Africa, they will tell you, these are people giving you history that Mungo Park is one discovered in River Niger. And that is a history. You get the point now. I don't want you to see what I'm saying as a way for you to start hating Yoruba people. I'm saying what I'm saying for you to always know who you are and avoid internal problem with your brothers, because you're a target. And Sowore told you that even their parents, was telling them this and that, giving them that history, and I'm in school. They are learning it at home against you. Whereas our own parents are telling us how to read, how to recite Nigerian national anthem, how to respect Nigerian green, white, green in the Bucheria, how to keep the law and everything. Whereas the parents that are telling us they are going through a lot when they go out there to deal with other parts of Nigerians. They are the least. On a beginning, if I don't have one textbook or one novel, I'm not saying you should visit any library on a beginning today. You see, so record for protest, right? In any warning from any, have you seen any security forces warning them nobody should come out? No. If Igbo man come out and say, let us protest, to release for mass organ release, they will start ordering tear gas from China for you, and they will make it public that Nigerians are suspecting that there will be a crisis, or how Ghana names a crisis, just to buy you, plant fear in you. Sometimes what bandits are doing, what these terrorists are doing, sometimes you think God is sleeping. He wants to keep them busy, to reshaping their mindset, to correct this nonsense they have batted on those youth. Because remove Fulani aside, the mentality of Afonjas from Southwest is enough for Nigeria to divide. That's the gospel truth. It cannot work. You cannot make it work with such mentality, with such people who believe that they must be the one, second in command in a country. As he's telling you that Igbos are grabbing land and doing this and doing that, what if I make a campaign? They have to politically.
People were killed. Let me just please read from the minorities' perspective first. Let's even leave Yoruba people out of it, because we never know what we do. From September, Ojukwu don dey bomb Yoruba land. September of 66.
In our history, that from September of 1966, Ojukwu don dey bomb Yoruba land. This one. But the history of the war, even the soldiers from the southwest, if you listen to them, they will tell you how they stopped the war in somewhere in Badagry. Is it Badagry or no, that's what's the name of this place? Before you enter Lagos proper, there's a community, there's there's a town, what's they call that town? Ore. Somewhere at Ore. Somewhere along that Ore. That if Biafran soldiers wanted to penetrate using one of the Oduduwa man in Biafran army, who later sabotaged. Of course, likely so. You should know by now that that's the only thing they're good at. But that's a story for another day. This guy is telling you that the Ojukwu have started throwing bomb in Yoruba land. Do you understand? He forgot that they started that war without having enough equipment, because Nigerian soldiers, they started fighting. It was defensive war. The Igbos did not cross like that. Then you know what? And he want to tell you, because now the Igbo later, you should know that the Igbos have not manufactured bomb at that early stage. It was sometime when the whole war had already started that they manufactured something. Do you understand? But he's telling now that Ojukwu troops have started before the war commenced, so that telling you that he's the one looking for problem. Which is a lie, but that's the history. This to tell you that if you don't, because some of you, Nkechi, go and read your book. When people are talking about Biafra or about Igbo people, you tell your children to go and sleep. Your counterpart, your Nigerian counterpart, those of them from other side, they are calling that they are having this test by moonlight story. You know what I mean by that? Come after dinner, come to start telling your children story. They are doing it in Yoruba, even going back tomorrow. This one is a product of that. A product of that. They will never allow. They know their history. They know your history. In fact, they know the history of everything. Unless if you have a long hair and you are white skin, they will believe that you are spirit than them.
War not begin until July. So 10 months before war even begin. Sorry guys, we have a retard just disturbing me. Go and talk to your parents. Maybe they'll teach you at home, because now lie and take raise you people.
Somebody is now disturbing him. He said, "Now lie they take raise you people." Now your own is not lie because of officially okay now, because that's what you want to hear. But the story is not connecting anything. You don't even know what you are saying. You fill your ear with lies from this guy now, because there's something he said again that will shock you.
Won't try to help you. See, they talk nonsense. But you know what? I won't mute it forever. Not throughout the life, just 5 minutes. Hopefully to help your brain. Here's the point. Since September of 66, Ojukwu's boys started bombing Yoruba land. Bombed Lagos, Federal Palace Hotel, bombed Ore Bridge. This was 10 months before the war. There was no war until July 6, 1967. The man was bombing places in September of 66. The casino hotel they bombed in Yaba, the folks who died, the filling station they bombed that exploded and destroyed buildings and people lost their lives. How come nobody talks about these things?
In Ania.
The Northerners who were killed in the east. How come nobody talks about the fact that 2,000 people were in a train journeying from the east to the north, and they were stopped by Biafran soldiers, by Igbo soldiers? There was no Biafra then, Sev. September of 66, they were stopped by Igbo soldiers. All the adult males in that train were killed and were thrown into the Imo River. Why doesn't anybody talk about this?
Some of you that know where Imo River is located, Imo River, because this is the only river that comes to his that he can remember. Is the Imo River? Is it any road that link up that Imo River to northern part? I don't know. Please, someone should just if you know Imo State very very well, is there any road, any link up with Imo, that axis of Imo River to road and head to north? Please, somebody should just, I want to learn from this. He said he cannot tell you that Ojukwu released Awolowo. No, that one that is not history now. He will tell you that that Yoruba's elite, Yoruba's intellectuals gathered, they wrote letter to London, and London give order. That's how they created, just to make themselves look so special. You understand? And so enlightened, so educated. But based on what he said now, let me play another video. That's a video I want to, somebody who where's that video, please? Where's the video? I'm looking for the video. I can see it now. It's not here. Okay, wait. Let's hear him. Let me look for that video.
All adult males. Some of the people were sold into slavery. If you think I'm lying, read the book by John de St. George, The Nigerian Civil War. Read the book by A.H.M. Green, Crisis and Conflict in Nigeria, Volume 2.
White people that landed in Lagos and asked them, give us Intel so you can go and draft something. As those authors that you mentioned, were they did they visit Biafra land? Have they been to Biafra land at all? Or they just ended in Lagos to gather the information that your father, people like who trained you, handed over to them? You can't cover our story. That's why you said that Mungopa discovered the River Niger. It's not you guys that draft that history and want us to believe it. Now, Imo River is linked up to northern, the road that lead to northern side. Please, if there's any link up, my brother Kai, this non-entity who released Obafemi Awolowo confused people. Okay, that's from Anthony Meje. And the Trump said that there are criminals breed by Afonjas. They are pure Afonjas. There's no two ways about it. Okay, so Mary Ike said, read book that is an Igbo man wrote, not Afonja wrote. Exactly. Please, if you know that Imo River very well, that axis, is there any link up that axis to north? I would like to learn that because I don't know.
People, volume 1 and volume 2, read those books. People were slaughtered. During the war that they're saying they should be looking for apology, rather, Adakiri, lepers were killed in Benin. Lepers. How do you go into people's territory and kill lepers? There's a river there called Osiomo River. On this side, you have the Igbos. On the other side, you have the Benin, the Yoruba, and other groups. These clowns went through the Igbo side, did nothing, crossed the river, routed lepers, a lepers colony, killed the Benin, Edo, and Yoruba people that they could find. Lepers. Did the same thing in Ugeli, Sapele, Wari, Bini, rounded up all the outside they could find, killed them. Why would you ask for apology after doing that? They killed your people. I mean, bad story. Again, I'm very careful when it comes to lives lost because people died in the southeast.
You are not careful of anything.
And it's a terrible thing.
No, it's not to you.
But no, there's no apology for that. Not when you are trying to gaslight the entire country and say, oh, I was just sitting down, or just came and destroyed my people, or I did not do anything, or just came to... You're lying. This is a situation. I mean, read the book by what's this man's name? Ken Sarawiwa, On a Darkling Plain. Lecturers, professors were telling them why they should fight the war. I feel sorry for the common people in the Southeast because they suffered on two fronts. Number one is like real suffering from the war. Number two, the psychological thing that has remained with them. And that psychological portion is actually worse than the events that happened. And the reason is because it's not that the psychological things came or psychological issues they're having because they're having it. It's not like it came from the war. It actually came from the propaganda of those who started the war. That propaganda thing is what is affecting the average person. That they will now say to the point where a person who is trying to become president is anybody that panders towards one ethnic group in Nigeria is not serious. You go and apologize. Apologize for what? For what? Like, I don't know. For what exactly? Oh, for people that died. Okay, so are you going to apologize for the Nigerians who also lost?
He talked about King Sarawiwa that they later hanged just because he asked for Ogoniland for federal government to claim Ogoniland, that they benefit nothing. Who by he don't want as educated as you claim, you don't talk about it, do you? No. That one is no go area. Anyway, let's continue.
Their lives. Are you going to read the book by
read the book.
Mabel Graham Douglas? He talked about what happened in the area. How people were unalived by Biafran forces. A church, 400 people were packed in that church. That happened in two places. One in the Rivers area, the other one in Enoin Division. That Enoin Division, they talked about it in 1968 at this Ababa conference. 400 people gathered into the church and they killed everybody. They burnt that place down with the people inside it. The Biafran Igbo guys did it. How come nobody talks about another about almost 400 again in the Rivers area? You see that in the book by Mabel Graham Douglas. Put them inside one church, burnt the church down.
So that is Britain for you. You get the point. They been cast from Britain side of the story, because all companies can go wherever. Now, hear this before we move forward.
Able to produce rockets, and this has been tested. Our foreigners saw it, tested.
What sort of a rocket?
I'm not a military man, so I know it's. Biafrans have now rockets.
You know what?
They are producing their own arms, producing machine guns, producing armored cars, and this is a record in Africa. This is the first black African country to produce rockets.
Rivers behave the way they do. You think they're not human beings? They're just doing what they're doing.
We know why they behave, how they're behaving, and we know the reason. And one of the reasons is this. Listen.
Gist. In 1967, the Nigerian Civil War was barely 3 months old, right? Nigerian soldiers advanced into Asaba, and the people of Asaba came out en masse to welcome them. They all wore white, carried green leaves, shouting, "One Nigeria, one Nigeria." But you see, days prior, the Biafran army led by Joseph Achuzia had blown up the Onisha Bridge, which meant the Nigerian soldiers not go fit easily advance into Onisha. This pissed off the soldiers in Asaba, and without authorization from the federal government in Lagos, they separated the men and the boys from the women. These people who are dressed up in white to receive them and welcome them, shouting "One Nigeria," and they slaughtered all of them. One of the people killed in that exercise was the late Sidney Asiodu, who had represented Nigeria in the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Alas, Sidney could not run for his life. died there. These battalion of soldiers were led by Colonel Moritala Mohammed. On October 8th of 1967, the few men who had not gone for that parade were rounded up. They dug mass graves and put all these bodies that had been executed the previous day, about 700 of them. And they made these young men to start to cover the graves with sand. One of the men in his account says as he was covering, he saw his brother, and the brother said, "Are you going to bury me alive?" And begged, because the brother was still conscious. But the soldiers were standing by, barrels cocked, and said, "Listen, go ahead or you die." With tears in his eyes, he proceeded and buried his brother alive with the other dead bodies there. This is a sad history in Nigeria, but don't take my word for it. These are not my stories. You can go and check University of South Florida Digital Library, the Asaba Memorial Project. Type it, or you travel, go there, you see for yourself, or you can read Blood on the Niger by Ima Okocha. Everything I said is there. It's 58 years ago this happened today.
So, you know why I play this? All these people, all these are brothers from Riverine area, they don't listen to a story like this. They easily, carry the way with people like this Afonjas. You see this guy is from Delta State. Bovy. He's not an Igbo man. Bovy. You can hear what he said, right? He referred you to the right source, America. Man, William Douglas. If you check, you find that in Britain, somewhere in Britain. You cannot just eat your cake and have it. It's high time to, if you want truth, go for it. Don't go to nearby chaos shop and maybe 2x2, 2x2, you go on in natural history. No. If Yoruba talk was easy to figure out one side, Naza Wagen had a very, very, very enlightening education, he believe. Ordinary, common truth. Not bad. Now, the assignment is very simple. You see all this riverine area. That's how they produce some of this word. Even in Kasana, it's a suspect to me. Because if truly you understand the history, you will know that now somebody that is meant to help you or be with you is what you tag as your number one enemy. You go explain there. Come rain, come sun, you still come back to the square one. Because now, it's better you learn how to be yourself. All these are from the history. They are educated though. They're always educated. All of them educated. Let me see if this is the video I was looking for.
The Biafra story in schools. I tell you.
Oh, okay. I'm coming to this one because that's why people like this man is the reason why I always separate them. Afonjas and real Yoruba. You can't compare. They're not. Oh, yeah, again. You know what?
Toms of Africa. Do you know what Uncle Tom's story is? In the history of black slavery, there is an Uncle Tom, the one who was the intermediary between the black man, the black slaves, and the white men. Uncle Tom suffered a lot.
When you hear them talking, they sound so educated, right? So good in the way they pronounce words. The English is very, very, very spot on. Everything is right, but the meaning of the sound they are making with their mouth, the sound they are producing from their mouth, the meaning of those sounds will tell you something different from who they are. They from what they want you to believe, not who they are. Rather, from what they want you to believe, to see them that they are your history teller. They know everything about you. They can calm down, try to reason with what they're saying, try to make meaning out of it. You find that you are listening to a band. Iberi Bojo, Google, Genti, because most of them, Igbos are the history of Gotham. All of them, the only thing they want to write anything, or if they want to want their people to recognize them, the best people to use to create history and mock is Igbo. I don't blame them. I blame my people. Ige future swamp in Lagos Ogobe. Ndị Igbo gbochirigo ya na a na-egbochi ha demolish. The more you're making money, they are demolishing it for you to invest more. They will use your Igbo brother to advertise. No way real estate, just buy two and get one. It's here go get there. After 10 years, after building, now you build in, where this house is being built in the waterway, therefore pull it down. I'm a give a hand email. Negant.
He suffered from a lot of psychological problems. First, Uncle Tom was given a partial pari status of being higher than the rest of the slaves. So he did unthinkable things to his fellow brothers, all because of status and money. But unfortunately for Uncle Tom, he was not given his status high enough to be a white man. Uncle Tom became so confused that his life ended up tragically because he was neither here nor there. Igbos are the Uncle Toms of Africa. Igbos are confused. They don't know who to belong to. They don't know which faction to belong to. They're not accepted here. They're not accepted there. They're just confused. And yet they are ego, the temporary status they think they have, because they so-called claim themselves as business tycoons, richest people in Africa. So this confusion has made them to think that they are special. And unfortunately, what happened to Uncle Tom? Because he was confused. He maltreated his brothers. Fortunately, he never got the status of the white man. This is just a parable for my Igbo brothers. Reality would have been better for you guys. Because unfortunately, that is the only solution to your problems. So embrace others before it's too late for you. Because the world is catching up to all your misbehaviors. The world is catching up to all your mischiefs. Everywhere in the world, people have started to recognize the truth. That the problem is not Nigeria. The problem is some specific ethnic groups who have become the Uncle Toms.
The problem is not Nigerians. It's not Nigeria. The problem of this is in her own summary. All the educated, she's educated, very enlightened, and she speaks very good English, and she know how to bow down, to prostrate or giraffe. So when they see elder, Igbos are so noisy and very, very disrespectful. They don't respect elders. That's another story, right? No problem. And she, she's educated, right? She have done her research, and the problem of Nigeria is Igbo. Then okay, Igbo people, that problem that you have in your house, want to separate, go away from, so that you can you live without any problem, right? No that problem in Nigeria. Igbo should, if Igbo go, no that problem. They will say no. You are a very good problem to have. And if you can do, yeah, we know because of our business. I watched Very Dark Man video before coming live, before starting this program. I felt so disappointed, not on him, but on our people, because this is the problem. This is the problem. The so-called businessman, because of your business, we must all drown, because you are producing, you are selling, you are importing one product from China. Because of that, we must not make headway. We will live our life in fear. Our children will live their life in fear, because you have company in Kaduna and you have company in Lagos, and therefore now we're going to pay for your company, whereas your children will be flying in private jets and enjoying life. That is the problem. Do you understand it now? Anyway, here, let's go back to this, because I want to play this, of course. Just a moment. Where is this guy? Let's continue with this guy's story.
How can you bomb 400 people inside one church? Not once. Went to a particular prayer group in Rivers State, said because those people were praying for Nigeria, destroyed the entire place where they were praying, chase people, kill the ones they could kill. Prayer houses, then decided to ban praying, they call them praying houses in that area. By the way, if you go to that side of the country, you see a lot of praying houses. Banned those praying houses because they were not praying for the success of Biafran war for the Ojukwu site. Went to places in Port Harcourt that were owned by River people, Ibibio people, anybody that was not Igbo, burnt down those houses. Why do you think they came back and said they're going to have abandoned property? We cannot be listening to somebody who tells us that, Don't believe danger of single story, but the person is giving us one story and we are believing it and we are saying sorry. Sorry to who? Again, acknowledge the lives that were lost. It was terrible, but guess what? The person that should be apologizing is your man. Is the person that got you in trouble. I can empathize, and any sane person would empathize, because when you see pictures of children suffering from kwashiorkor, it's terrible. You have to acknowledge that, but I can't take responsibility for it. I can't apologize for that.
Are you hearing? Are you seeing now? God, they create you. Are you seeing different another species of human being? The picture is terrible. It is terrible. You feel so bad about it, right? But you can't take responsibilities. So that thing that is terrible is whose fault? Who caused it? And after causing this terrible, situation that they're talking about, you still give their parent 20 pounds each, no matter how much they have in the account. Then not only that, you make sure that they will never ever advance on anything. Like they won't have anything of their own. Somebody made this post. All right, let me bring it up. Somebody, how will I put it now? Let me see how to put this picture. It's better now. Somebody made this post and said, this is how they deceived Igbos. Naira never allow Igbo rule again. Then Kobo buy Ojukwu before others. When you take the first word on each, first word of this, that's the meaning. I don't know how true is this, but even if it's not true, let's assume that it's somebody, don't just make it up. The person got it right. I mean, you understand it now. This is problem. And not only this guy is giving you, they always have this anger because that is what their parent is teaching them. They're going to want to accuse your parents that you are not being taught, nobody teach you how to respect parents or elders. Then you'll be like, okay, which elders are you talking about? The elders are telling their children on how to disrespect or hate Igbo people. Look at this one. Many of you know this post. They have famous these are famous posts. Okay. My sister, these are Afonjas here, put in the comment. My sister, you are doing well. Allow those monkey to continue to make unnecessary noises. They are born to be ungrateful. Ocha, if in acceptance of the comment that says that Igbo people are monkey. Today, no apology, no resignation, no question. This is the same woman that was working hard to repatriate Yamaga in Canada. That the same thing that made Amaka to fight or to make her comment is what she's doing now without looking back. Not only this one, many of them are like that.
I can't. But it's even stupid to apologize for something.
But the truth is that we still have the good one. I'm gonna play that man video very, very soon. Just pay attention.
Like that, because what that means basically is that you have become a person who doesn't know anything about facts. You're just driven by emotions. And if a person can emotionally blackmail you once, you are done for. That's your life. And I've said it before, emotionally blackmailing people from the Southeast is not even because of the war. It's a strategy that has worked since the 1940s. Documented strategy, by the way, documented results. Whether from the British side or from the Igbo side, we have documented. If they do it this way, it makes people do what they want. That doesn't happen again. So that means you hate us. That's your business.
Somebody is commenting on his video.
Somebody says Akintola was in opposition and was killed. I still don't understand it. Meanwhile, they left there.
Don't even deny that.
That was even 1966 January. People were on. Guys, think about it. You have a coup. You kill every politician from everywhere but from your region. And the other region where you have your people leading, you didn't go there too. We had 5 capitals: Lagos, Ibadan, Kaduna, Benin, and Enugu. And one place of interest, Calabar, because that was where Papa was being held. Lagos, they kill people like crazy. Ibadan, the same thing. Kaduna, the same thing. Enugu was quiet. Benin was quiet. And the thing that both of them have in common is that they were being led by Igbo premiers. Calabar, as quiet as the street. There's one street in my unit, very quiet. Staff quarters, very quiet. You'll be hearing birds chirping. Nothing. I was saying something about the Kwashoko children. I'm going to go back to that. When you see images of those Kwashoko children,
remember
those kids suffering from
what he said about what happened in the queue. Who was in charge of the queue? Do you have any Yoruba in those soldiers or not? So your brother, you are now pushing the blame on Igbo. But what about your people that participated in the queue as well? Just for example, now that we know how Nigeria is corrupt now. We know the politicians what they're doing. If you want to carry out queue now, like that kind of queue, for example, are you going to start buying the Igbo people that are not in the government, that are not responsible to the corruption, because you want to prove a point? The reason why they actually carried that queue was for what? What was the reason? To actually help Yoruba people. It's about Yoruba. To even make their Baba, you said that Calabar is a place of interest because that's where Baba was held. That's what he said now, right? That Baba that was held there is the reason why the queue was carried out. Because Igbo people always want to poke nose on case that they shouldn't have just get involved. Because this fight was between Yoruba and Northerners. Igbos just want to do something better, and today we are the one paying the price. The people that they came out to help is the one blaming them even until now. Remember what that is, but I thank God that the Igbos have learned their lesson, because if not, the hunger protest would have been another similar story. But they said no, they're not going to come out to protest because of the things of the past. So if you think that I'm happy that Igbos are learning, they're learning from that. They protested. Did you see any tear gas? No. Had Igbo people joined on that protest, it would have been a different story. And this one would be somewhere telling you that the intention of that protest is this, that.
Kwashoko. It should pain you if you're a human being. But if you make any decision based on that picture, you are not a thinking human being.
It's not paining you.
When you see that picture, it should touch something in you.
But you don't have anything to
should talk about your heart. You should feel somehow about, like, why would people be like,
the picture did not touch you whatsoever. That's why you are still demanding for another genocide. Because to you, they have not punished Igbo people enough. You said here that the Igbo are supposed to be paying money. Since they're supposed to be paying Nigeria even until today. That's what they said. So how can you say that the picture pains you? And you know that that Yoruba man is one that is responsible about the genocide. Because he's the Yoruba man that suggested that blockade should take place, which is a war crime. As educated as you claim you are, you don't know what is war crime. Legend.
Like this. But if you decide just because of that picture, you are not a thinking person. I don't care that you have lectured in Harvard, it doesn't matter. The question you should be asking is this.
Because you are wired for it not to matter to you. How will it matter to you? You are still looking for a way to buy you again. That is just a fact. You are still looking for a way to continue the same thing. The thing is that's the most scary part of the whole thing. Those younger generation are even more deadlier than even the old one. Let me bring this man up.
Our war story.
No, listen.
If we want to teach the Biafra story in schools, I tell you, one of the reasons they stopped teaching history was that they couldn't tell our war story. And now they can't tell the Biafra story. And we cannot tell the story of the coups properly. Now, a country with so many secrets that it cannot divulge cannot write history. It is wrong to talk about ignoring the Biafran story. All the injustices and the oppression that led to Biafra are still very much present and with us. You can't escape Biafra. And in fact, the reason we do need to continuously exhume the ghost of Biafra is that the ethnic principles on the basis of which we had to go to war are all pervasive in the Nigerian society of today. Okay. And our leaders do not appear to know what to do about them. They start from the wrong premises. Some want to eliminate ethnic groups. It is not possible to eliminate ethnic groups. That old statement by Amadou Bello in reply to Zik said, let's forget our differences. Amadou Bello said, no, let's understand them. When you do understand them, you will discover that it is possible for those who are supposedly radically opposed to themselves today.
You get the point. It's a Yoruba man. The beginning of the video, he made it clear that the history is not well narrated. They're not even telling the story the way, like the true thing that is behind the queue and everything. They are still not being shared. And this one is here, who are going to be younger than this man, and this man is more educated than him. In terms of life experience, everything, he's far away from him. But this guy is telling you that Sowore is half educated. To him, then ask him, which of the history are you telling? Because you say you studied history, you are educated. From which school? The man is telling you that the reason why they don't share, they stop, history in the school is so thing. Ask yourself, if the history is like the race story of everything is against Igbo, you think they will not be teaching it in school? You actually believe that they stop teaching it in school so that Igbos will not see what their crime? No, because the history is against what they're claiming that they're backing up. They don't want to bring it up, so it will not provoke you as an Igbo man. But this one is here, yapping nonsense. This guy you need to be ashamed of yourself.
And how did this happen? Who is responsible for this? Not, oh, look at what they did to us. What did they do? I'm very careful because people died, so you have to be very. But think about it. Human suffering is crazy. Like, you have to. It's something that one has to be very careful. But let me say something. I again empathize with people that went through that.
Stop this nonsense, please. Don't make me angry. Each time I hear you feel sorry or you empathize, you don't feel any. There's no empathy at all. Just withdraw that word totally. You are actually mocking us by saying you of all people. How can you say that kind of thing? You think you're talking to chicken or what?
But the apologies are not mine to give. The people to be apologizing to those people are Ojukwu and the people that got them into that thing. Someone says, why? Number one, before the war, the East has always had issues with protein.
Which is a lie.
Almost forever. The meals in the Southeast have almost always been deficient of protein.
Which is a lie. Pure lie. Pure lie. Before the war, we don't have mass number of children dying because of kwashiorkor. After the war, we still don't have, how many years now? We have never seen anyone dying because of kwashiorkor. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? In Yoruba land, that you are bragging that because to you now, Igbo land is not fertile. I don't blame you. I blame our people that are pushing that narrative. Where I come from, to be honest, I'm not bragging. In my own community, it's just I'm already like. Was it not? I think 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I learned that Northerners are shipping yam in Anibo just last year. 3 years ago, I was thinking that all the yam that we are eating in Igbo land is cultivated in Igbo land, because from where I come, we don't buy, we sell. So if your land, or I don't know who is feeding you that nonsense, Igbo people are not practically, known for farming. We do farm, but not like this is our thing. Our land is meant to farm. You can farm as long as you want. From where I come from, our land, you can cultivate even rice. My mother did. We do sell rice. That's not the fact. Rice. Beans, we do. Granite. Very, very fertile land. And these people are making it look like our land is we are living on a rock. There's no way you can plant anything. In fact, we don't even have any grass. The same people tell you your land is this, they are pushing their cow to come and feed in, where they're looking for grass, to feed them. Then they say your land is landlocked, you don't have water. They are bringing their cow to drink water in your land, And this guy who is, quote unquote, a professor, your own professorship is bigotry. That's what you study in school. Your certificate should be written Professor of Bigotry, if there's anything like that. But you understand what I'm talking about, because you cannot have people like this. Like I said, thank God for social media. If not, this one on FM station. Then in the lecture, Nigerian, they will tell you progressive teaching in nonsense. Our children who did not, who don't listen to, or we are not being educated by our parents in terms of how the history of Nigeria, nobody informed us, is Mazam Khan. That's why they are very, very angry with him. It's not about no, but he exposed a lot of things. And long live Mazam Khan, long may he continue with the teachings. Not to create war, not to plant hatred, but for you to know who you are. Do you know what it means that you are in this world without knowing you are just moving around like a human being? Your enemy will be the one reminding you, telling you their own template, their own history. You'll be enjoying it. Who does that? It's very, very shocking. And honestly, that's why I don't know how I don't feel comfortable watching this guy. Nobody sent it to me. I just got they just feed me this guy video. I have seen his video in the past, but not this one. So when I saw his face, I know, okay, this guy, I think I remember you. You have done so video before, and here you again. Here you are again saying the same thing, yapping nonsense. Again, Igbos are going through protein issue. Really? Or are you the one feeding us protein? The food you are buying is not from oil from Igbo land. Because they don't know that even in Imo State have oil. They know, but I don't know if the story is true. I was told that there's a pipe from Imo State to Riverline area to claim that the whole oil is from Riverline area. I don't know if that is true or not. But no matter whether it's not on, honestly, sometimes I pray that oil in Nigeria should dry off. That's my prayer. If you want me to pray now, number one prayer, because I know if oil dry off, you think we'll be fighting this? No. You think by now we'll be dragging, give us Biafra, we want Biafra referendum. No. Our problem is not the blessing that God gave to us. They have turned it to our problem. So it's not better that oil dry off so that we cannot live and let's live. Let oil just dry off. We have been living all this while without oil. What are you paying? Mention one thing, all of us you are paying your school fees from nursery school, oil producing nation, primary, secondary, university. So what is of what benefit is oil? If not this running head scatter? The prayer should be, that's why I felt bad when I hear some people in the church pray, let us pray for Nigeria. I'm not saying you should not pray for Nigeria, but the prayer point is wrong. Pray that those natural resources that are causing this insecurity, causing problem, make people go crazy, let it dry off. Let it dry off. So that people will now learn how to build a country using their brain, hard work. Go and learn something, or you can travel abroad, go and study. Then you come back and utilize your brain and build something. Our Igbo politicians, professor, and all this nonsense, they are doing all this what they're doing, and because of what? Oil, just to have oil. He can't go around saying what he's saying because he wants to be a politician. You think if Nigerian politics is the way it's supposed to be, Ikenga he want to be part of it? No, he want to be part of it because there's, money misroad people are there. And the money is there, of course, to grab it and nothing happen. Who is his mentor? Latifa Yoba. We know you can check his history. That will tell you what he want to be. And Oye made this possible. Without Oye, he would have focused on his attachment business without committing this nonsense on our committee now. Let's continue. He said, honestly, Kai, I also make that same prayer on daily basis. Thank you, my brother. I want to, you see, honestly, if God ask me, Kai, mention one thing, you see, I'm going to everywhere, let it dry. Let us just be the way we were before the discovery of oil. Let us see. I believe on man now. We have been living without oil. All of you watching me now, mention one thing. Mention that benefit of oil to you as a human being, not to the Nigerian post. To you, what benefit? Nothing. Let's continue.
This is documented. If you want to go into it, when we have the time, we'll discuss it. I'm just responding to what Sowore said. They've always had issues with protein-rich food. Again, is nature. Some things nature doesn't give you. And this is not. I'm not saying that it's their fault that they don't have it. It's just how it is, or how it was. So for fish, they depend on the rivers area. For beef, they depend on the northern part. That's Ogoja area. The food that the Southeast was eating even before the war, most of it came from Ogoja. Most of what they consumed wasn't created in their own land, which means that
we don't listen. The same people that you say that is dependent. I just want to follow your own craziness now, which is like my uncle that I have told you. We farm everything we eat: vegetable, okra, obono. We have it. We are selling it. All right, cassava, of course. That one, the guy that quantum. You talk of yam. My mother self beat the something get my mother self. So all this thing is not our land. Igbo land is not that kind of land we are talking about. I don't know who is feeding you this nonsense. But last time I checked, Yoruba land, what are you producing to other part of Nigeria? In your own land, if go to Lagos, you see truck, okay, loaded with yam, heading to Lagos, heading to Yoruba land. You will see fish heading to Yoruba land, even though you have the most, popular water or the biggest sea or whatever you call it, is in your land, right? You still lack a lot. You yourself talking. Upon how good your land is, you are not pushing that your food across Yoruba land. It's not even enough for you because they are still shipping food to you. They are still shipping food to you. You cannot tell me that if they lock Yoruba land like they did in Igbo land, you will not face Kwashiorkor. You will face it. You will face it. If they lock Yoruba land for 1 year, no importation, nothing goes and nothing comes in, the Kwashiorkor will be in surplus. Imagine you protesting hunger protest now that everywhere is open. Imagine what it will become when everywhere is locked. South to west, everywhere locked. No flight, nothing, no ship, nothing. Just you are a farmer, right? Or a farmer. Even without war, I'm not saying they should start war. No war. 1 year, you will face a very Kwashiorkor. That is, man, who do good jump from Third Mainland Bridge? Who got put a line now? So I forgot to see what these Yoruba names. Shift. Let me jump. It's my turn. I want to jump. You will do it in Yoruba land. So no, don't go there. The issue of I don't mock. I felt so bad. I am better. My empathy goes to this one. I felt this and really because when I see the picture of children die of Kwashiorkor, it touches my heart. Because I'm a human being. you don't feel anything. In fact, you are even looking for a way to repeat it again. You are looking for a way to repeat it again. But unfortunately, you are not gonna see it.
If you want to have war, since your surname is War, and they've begged you, they told
there's Igbo surname is not War. Your tribe known for conquest. After Fulani, you are the next. Go and check your history. You know history, right? Go and check the history. Say you share your surname is what? And this is a guy that's supposed to come from a tribe that know how to respect elders. See how they are respecting the Igbo people. And you think bowing down means respect. Okay. Like I said, I cannot pick on the entire Yoruba, but there's no better way to remind you some of this than what I'm saying now. I'm not insulting Yorubas as a tribe, but what they are producing, people like this guy, you don't have any better way to put it. Imagine a Bigeta who is in money, federal government money, yet the bigotry is still there. Imagine Soyinka, who received Nobel Prize award with respect, and you have multiple novels written on his name, yet the bigotry is still there. Imagine a pastor to the back area and all of them, with the Bible and everything, with the big church and the congregation and what have you, yet the bigotry is still present. What tribe is that? And yet, you see somebody like this trying to tell you, the thing is that the genuine, sensible, intelligent Yorubas, they don't talk. They always keep quiet. That's why I have issue with them. Some of them are very brilliant. When you talk to them, when you communicate with them, you can see it, you can feel it. They understand this thing, but they don't have the energy to argue with the Afonja. Afonja always noisy, and they don't want to. They appear to be calm and intelligent. When they talk, you smell soccer well. Hear this guy.
you know fight. They had meetings, they had engagements. You went to Aburi. This thing is long. You went to Aburi, January 4, January 5, 1967. You went to Aburi. By March, the decree number 8 was promulgated. Your own people, Ojuku's people, said that decree number 8 contains 95%. One person is
much. Thank you so much. I forgot this briefing. Another Afonja, original one, educated, that always face Mike. Ruben Abad. Hey, Amy Sammy, God bless you for that. That's another one. In fact, let's continue.
His name is N.U. Akpan, who was the secretary of the Eastern region. He said this stuff contains 95% of what we asked for in Aburi. As though that was not enough. Your own private secretary, that's Ojuku's private secretary, who also happens to be a lawyer, says that no, it's not even 95%, that thing contains 98% of the Aburi demands. The 95% claim, you find it in the book by N.U. Akpan, is called The Struggle for Secession. The 98%, you find it in the book by Ilarin Joku, The Tragedy Without Heroes. How can you have 95 to 98% of what you demanded in Aburi and you still say you won't fight? This was in March. And then by May, the federal government was still doing police action. In June, it declared Biafra. Federal government, Yakubu Gowon declared 12 states in May 27. He came along with Biafra May 30. There was no war. They were having, police action. Let's just try and settle this thing. Until now, when they start bombing places in present-day Benue State. Waiting, Igbo man they look for in Okene. Waiting, Igbo man they look for in Benue. Say you carry gun, go there, go do waiting.
Coming from a man that is in Bini, that is in depth, what is Yoruba people doing in Bini? What is Yoruba people doing in Delta? The same question. And even though your own is fake, you are saying what you don't know. All right? There's a video that I'm looking for. I thought that I have that video here, and that video is not here. That video is just short story of an Igbo man who happened to be there in Enugu State when Ojukwu was addressing Northerners in Enugu, telling them that after they brought dead body from North Easterners, Ojukwu was telling them to go. Do you understand? He opened door for them to go. And these are soldiers in Enugu. And you know, this Ojukwu allowed them to go back to North to avoid war. They went back and they still used the same gun and come back to fight Igbo people. I have that video here some time ago, but I don't know if it's one of those things that I deleted. But I will check it maybe after this. Let me see, because I have a lot of file here. I cannot locate it at the moment. Let's continue.
Now, while all this was going on, you didn't have any plans for your people in terms of food. You did not know that you don't have protein in your space. People that had kwashiorkor did not have kwashiorkor because there was no food. They had kwashiorkor because there was no protein-rich food. And that's one of the reasons okporoko came into existence in Nigeria. In case you don't know, okporoko came into Nigeria from Norway. That was their own aid that they supplied, stockfish, that the Norwegian government gave to folks in Biafra because, again, protein.
So, meaning that you cannot, last time I checked, okporoko is more cheaper in Lagos, in Yoruba land, than eastern part. Even at, so you eat more okporoko, reason that you lack more protein than east. Because since okporoko is only for easterners, okporoko came in to help, right? Okay, I agree. But why is okporoko being sold in Lagos as well? Do you also lack protein and oil? In Yoruba land, your meat, your cow meat is from where? Do you also produce the same thing? Because in entire Nigeria, Igbos have their own cow, their own species, Igbo cow, Ehi Igbo. I have not seen Ehi Yoruba. Please, have you come across any cow called the Yoruba cow? I have not seen that. You know, when you reply to these people, some of them will think that you are preaching hate on a nation, on an ethnic group, but they will ignore their brother. They will ignore their own. When you say something like this, some of them watch video and say, "Oh, this one, no more Igbo, we hate our people." No, I don't hate your people. I'm just trying to reply your brother, quote unquote, your professor. He had to give the Katatan Benek.
So your question will be, okay, so how did they get protein before the war? I thought you would not ask. Two ways. Number one is that they, in fact, it is one way that had two sources. One way, importation. They always imported protein food into their space because even within the region, their own part of the region did not have those things. So when you're talking about, you don't have beans, you're not growing legumes, that will come from the north. You don't have fish, that will come from rivers. You don't have meat, that will come from Ogoja. So you are dependent on these places.
My happiness here is that you did not mention they come from Ogun State, or it come from Lagos, or it come from, that's one thing. So I give it to you. You don't, meaning that Ondo State is not, Igbo people they don't depend on Ondo State. They don't depend on Ogun State for protein. They don't depend on what is the name of this state in Yoruba land? Lagos. They don't depend on all those places. You yourself depend on what? Like I said, almost every part have what are given to Nigeria as the natural resources as we speak. I am struggling to mention one from your tribe. I'm not saying you don't have, but I'm struggling to remember one. You may have, but I am still struggling. Yet you are the person, you are the most noisiest person in the entire country, entire Nigeria, to accuse other people that they are landlocked, their place is isolated. It's just five. Some of them say 5 plots, 5 plots, 5 plots. Let's go. Leave it. You guys say that this 5 plot is the problem. Yeah, the 5 plots you cannot let go. The 5 plots. Oh, good God. I can't.
So if you are going to say I won't fight, I won't flex muscle. Awolowo traveled to Enugu May 6 and 7. The guy said he won't fight, Isha won't fight. Since you want to fight so badly, how about find a way to ensure that your people the only thing that I think he did as far as protein was concerned is that he stole 400 pounds worth of granite from UAC. That's the only thing Ojukwu did as far as protein was concerned. He stole granite
of America.
UAC, they are still looking for that granite. They've not found it. If you think I'm lying, please read the speech by Anthony Nauro in 1968, August 12, in Addis Ababa. That's the only protein arrangement that Ojukwu made. People didn't have those things. So before the war, you had to import. Then
you see, this guy the way he's narrating all these things, he making it look like Ojukwu is the one that caused the war. Ojukwu is the one that started looking for that pulled trigger first. Ojukwu should have planned all this ahead. He forgot that the real story, the real history, have it that he was forced to fight. He was being pushed. Why? For buying every Igbo person in the north, women, children, man, whatever in the north, in the name of reiterating the queue and all that. And the person that headed the queue, is you also use your platform to remind when the issue of Anyoma, okay, when they brought it up and talking about it from Anyoma people saying they want their own state and all that, you were busy using this your mic, telling them that they are not Igbo, that you have more Yoruba presence there than any other thing. You started mentioning tribes that are supposed to be under Yoruba. Then you ask yourself, because you question what is Igbo people doing in Okene. What, like I asked you, what were Yoruba people doing in, not did I say where? What are you, because you are still there in Yoruba, what are you doing in Benin? What are you still doing? What are you doing in Delta? You get the point. You are known to conquer every minority group. That is gospel. Negative.
The question is, how do you get the money to import? 2 ways. Number one, you imported based on the revenue that was coming to the government. But the question is this: where was the revenue coming from? Well, 64% of the agricultural revenue of the eastern region, the entire eastern region, came from the minority areas, not from Igbo area. 64%.
Lies.
Which is why when we're going to declare the
why I said lie, because if you talk about the percentage of what they generate in Nigeria, it's the same area we are talking about. Apart from Igbo people business in the wharf, what is Yoruba people produce to Nigerian GDP? Apart from Apapa Wharf, what exactly? Lagos, which you guys hold with even your spectrum. You add everything to hold Lagos, that you generate more revenue than every other person. I dare you to open seaport elsewhere. And who actually brought that idea of not opening seaport elsewhere? Is Yoruba elite. Because we often say Fulani. The truth is that the issue when it comes to importation, seaport, people who are helping in making sure that no other tribe, as they tell you, Wari is this, what is that? They are the one that's stopping Wari from having seaport. What people don't know that. They will tell you Calabar is not Igbo. They want to take your land. They are the one holding Calabar for not having seaport. The same I don't know that one. Every man anoezi. Oh here no the bomo. Bomo or put on a now was again and a mass now the kind Igbo people. Oh in coma. Ye former judge behind ye anoezi. Or touch anoezi to Brumania he no nako in Sima. And then a mockery. These people don't even know, because people like this Afonjas are playing on their brain. Your tribe is supposed to have seaports. The revenue that Lagos is making, you're supposed to split it in multiple ways. some in River State, some in Calabar, some even in Warren. But to pepper Igbo people, because they know that all this area is together with Igbo. You are contented with that kind of move that it should be Lagos, everything turned to Lagos. Airport, Lagos. That's why I told us that Igbo people, that's why I felt anybody that said that these people are not together with you, that we are not one for example, they are not, because I have seen some of them each time they say you are unity beggars. I hate that statement here. Yeah? I watched video of George Oyibe. He made just about a few seconds video. A dog, they just tie a dog a rope and put one chicken in a kind of meat. That dog want to eat the chicken, but dog cannot touch it. But very close, cannot touch it. He said that this is a unity beggars. He put Igbo people, Biafra and Nigeria. I watched it. George Oyibe, after George Oyibe, from Opanam. What's the name of this place where Rema came from? In Bini, that Igbo tribe in Bini. That is where he came from. According to him, George Oyibe, the Kwafia George Oye Ibe, Igbo man, mocking Igbo tribe that they are unity beggars. Simply because video like this guy is holding them down. 24 hours. Typically Igbo people, they always want to make sure that they pay their brother. That guy, what gladdens his heart now is that when Igbo man read his post or watch his video, they felt so pain that our brother is saying this against us. He refused to pick the damages. They understand that the people that are pushing you, encouraging you to do more, then you are true son of your father. Oh, you are true son of your father when you are attacking your own. They are making a whole lot of money from you. For example, Papa Wolf, you have Igbos are their landlocked or whatever you call that, and what have you. You that is not landlocked, from a river state man, Calabar people, Warren, all of you, you have sea, right? You have water, you have waterway and everything. They have vowed, the same people that vowed that you will never have seaport there is the one that you are playing that card. You are acting based on the script they gave to you. Now, are you not stupid? You think that is about Igbo people. It's also about you. Your GDP, everything that your state allocation should be enjoying is not there. You have, honestly, I don't know. I was sometimes, I felt, to me, this is my personal opinion. Sometimes I think, not sometimes, I believe that Igbo people are somehow going through some element of cost. Do you understand? There must be a cost that our people are dealing with. But that cost is not only on Igbo speaking tribe. You see all this old Eastern region. They must have done something in the past that God is very, very angry about them. There must be something that our part, old Eastern region, whether Riverine area or Igbo speaking area, all of us, I believe that something must have done in that part that make God to look at us and say, you guys deserve this punishment. Because how can you make it to make sense? How can you tell me that this person, just make it to make sense, that somebody from Yoruba land is now telling you that you should hate Igbo people, and the same people that are telling you this thing are the one making sure that you will not have support. Do you know what it means to have support? You have more companies, opportunity to do business. You have job opportunity for your youth, at least to work there. You cannot tell me that you have support in Warren and all the staff there are all, they will come from other tribe, but do you know the number of youth that will come from, not Igbo here, it's about you. But they will tell you, Igbo people are known for business, we need to show them this, you need to do that, and you say, okay. Oh, there. Anyway,
nation. They didn't want an Igbo nation. He wanted a Biafra nation. Why? Because he needed the land. in those other minority areas for two reasons. Number one, for residential purposes and building stuff. Number two, for agricultural purposes.
Now, you see, they always make, okay, let me finish what they're saying.
You don't have those things. Then you now went to the rivers area. You have some food from there, you have oil there. So you have to take those places and have your own nation. And we should be apologizing. The people where you
now the question is, what is it that Nigeria want from people? Because from what you said, that Igbo want the riverine area to make up Biafra, according to you, because they don't have what is in those areas. You that insisting that the Igbos must be part of Nigeria, what do you want from Igbos then? Is it also the same thing that in the riverine area you see corruption? It's not as if you have it and you don't care. So you actually care for that thing. So why are you not using that to pepper or to insult other people? If that thing that Igbo wants from riverine area or from Igbo, if Igbo don't have anything to produce, why are you pushing that you have them on your side to make up Nigeria? Use the same energy then.
When you disengage, when you kill for their own land, say you want, they must be part of Biafra. Nobody has ever apologized to the southeastern minorities, the eastern minorities. Nobody. Everybody just busy pandering to a crybaby. What nonsense are we having in Nigeria? And this was supposed to be a presidential candidate. The first thing I would do, I'll go and apologize. Go now. Shebito Bate win. How do you build a nation when everybody?
Since you realize that the best thing to do is to go and apologize to minorities in the riverine area, why don't you, now that you know, why don't you go up or just start the campaign? Not Igbo now, since you accept that Goja people and Calabar people, they deserve an apology, right? So where's your campaign for federal government to at least to go down and apologize to them?
Just move by emotion. Someone just comes and say, oh, they did this to me. You didn't ask. Some of us are parents here. You know what happens to our kids, especially the youngest ones of them. You will just come and meet you and say, Dad, they did this to me. What do you do for the most? Don't you ask that? What did you do to your brother? Or what did you do to your sister? Just, hey, what is our relation? You know, last boss can be like that. Our mothers, oh boy. Oh boy. I just remember growing up. You know our mothers with the fight because you must fight. Okay, so what are you doing? What will you do now to ensure that this thing keeps flowing? And then you also have to plan that just in case Nigeria decides to block you, or they have this blockade set up, that it doesn't affect you. What are you going to
do? Okay. So just Nigeria, it's not planning if Nigeria, that's a war crime. You are what is it called? You are a professor. They called you. So you don't know that is war crime. You don't know that's war crime.
To do to make sure it doesn't affect you? Nothing. The people now start dying. They are sending food to you. You are diverting food meant for those people. The little protein that was meant for the people, you carried all the protein and gave it to your soldiers. Your soldiers were eating. The people were dying or were suffering from kwashiorkor. And I'm supposed to be the one to apologize.
That is not true.
The person that was diverting, it was so bad that they curse out our Lord. They don't understand what this man did. The man went to Port Harcourt. He saw people. And then he asked the question, what is happening? They told him, the reason this is happening is because the food is being diverted by the soldiers. So the question is that we will go to the other side to make sure that the food actually gets to the people.
As if Awolowo is the one sending the food. You can see how this guy is lying. That Awolowo will go there to ask questions in the middle of war. Awolowo will go to Port Harcourt and ask them what happened to the food. They said, "Oh, the food is diverted." Really, Awolowo did that. Let's talk about Awolowo before we end this guy's nonsense.
Back from the United Kingdom, Awolowo was looking for a foothold, what to lean on, how to form his own basis, and he brought in tribalism in politics. He now told the Yorubas, why should an Igbo man come and be this and be that? And that was how tribalism started in politics in Nigeria.
So let's start from the beginning.
Let's look at a little bit of history. You know, when Nnamdi Azikiwe came back from the United States, he started his politics in Lagos. He gained ground a lot and actually controlled the politics in Lagos. Then when Awolowo came back from the United Kingdom, Awolowo was looking for a foothold, what to lean on, how to form his own basis. And he brought in tribalism in politics. He now told the Yorubas, why should an Igbo man come and be this and be that? And that was how tribalism started in politics in Nigeria. Then that 1951 debacle in the Western House, where Zeke was going to be the premier of Western Region. But overnight, there was cross-carpet and he lost out. That done. Remember then, in 1949, an Hausa man was elected the mayor of Enugu, Umaru Atine, the mayor of Enugu. An Hausa man was elected in Onitsha for Onitsha province as the representative in the House of Chiefs. A Yoruba man was elected in Port Harcourt as the mayor of Port Harcourt. His deputy was Mark Ibu, an Igbo man. So things were going very well. Then recently, you just have this paranoia about Igbo man in Lagos. Ordinarily, the Igbo man doesn't give a damn who is where, especially if there is efficiency. The Igbo man is individualistic, and the individualistic person is usually proficient, usually creative, usually productive. So,
you get the point. You understand it, right? And this man, this guy that is yapping nonsense, he don't analyze any other thing. Like, he don't talk about the insecurity, what the people are going through. For example, this lady now is running away. I have shown.
On my way to Libya, mo ti wà ní Niger báyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ adé Libya láyọ̀.
Yoruba lady running away.
Libya way, we move. Tí bá ti lówó tí mo ti make ní Libya. Ó bá bí ìlàkẹ́wọ́ ní bí ẹ̀mí.
But he's busy digging nonsense history on Igbo people, trying to say something. This is what the headline news from his tribe. He don't talk about it. No, he don't talk about this one. Then say this one. Are you getting the point? Insecurity. Kwara State bleed. Now, like I said, this one is herdsmen have tied over 29,000 Yoruba people. It is time to separate Yoruba nation from Nigeria. Prof. Akintoye. Now, the news is yapa. Yet, Igbo man with the problem. He don't talk about it. People are moving out of their houses since yesterday at Egbedila. I don't know, or there. Yesterday, this is a community or a town in Yoruba land. Yesterday, because armed men were seen with cutlass and gun with their faces covered. Kindly do something about it. Do something about it is very urgent and need swift response to this. This is what you'll be seeing, right? They don't talk about it. All he cares is this and that. In Nigeria, where he is, the threat is not hidden. Watch this one.
And there's nothing that these Labour Party dogs can do about it. Simple. We control the army, we control the navy, we control all the military, we control the executive, we have all the guns. Let's be real. Is it you guys? Is it the Igbos? Get the fuck out of here. The Igbos are trying to do their little insurgency. They can't even get that shit off the ground. Get out of here. All right? The Islamic Republic of Nigeria is going to happen, and there's nothing you are going to do about it. You think the Muslim ticket, that was just the start. Soon it's going to be a Muslim country. Arabic and Hausa will be the official languages of Nigeria. We're not speaking our colonizers' tongue anymore.
Bro, I knew you were a goddamn terrorist. I knew you were a motherfucking
Oh my God,
terrorist.
this happen, and there's nothing that these Labour Party dogs can do about it. Simple. We control the army, we control the navy, we control all the military, we control the executive, we have all the guns. Let's be real. Is it you guys? Is it the Igbos? Get the fuck out of here. The Igbos are trying to do their little insurgency. They can't even get that shit off the ground. Get out of here. All right? The Islamic Republic of Nigeria is going to happen, and there's nothing you are going to do about it. You think the Muslim ticket, that was just the start. Soon it's going to be a Muslim country. Arabic and Hausa will be the official languages of Nigeria. We're not speaking our colonizers' tongue anymore.
Bro, I knew you were a goddamn terrorist. I knew you were a motherfucking
Oh my God,
terrorist.
terrorist this.
Nigerians. So, the president of Nigeria, His Excellency.
All right, I have shared the link for those of you that want to. Obi-Wan, I don't know if you are still here. I don't think you are still here because the way you asked me to send the link, I felt that you are rushing to somewhere. But I cannot just, call the program because of that. So now, if you have something to say, the link has been shared before we end the video, the live stream. So you can follow the link if you want to join me. This is the opportunity. This is the time. Thank you. Let's hear this guy.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, thought that we are afraid of him. So, Mr. President, for your information, we are not afraid of you.
The guy is
number one.
This video is not hidden from him.
I know the president might be confused that why is this boy speaking that way to him. So, Mr. President, if you haven't forgotten, you as the ECOWAS chairman had a meeting and has signed a law that anybody that abuse the beloved prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is our beloved prophet, the messenger and the last prophet, whomever abuse him, you said that there is no any law or any consequences against him. So, Mr. President, for your information, your message has been delivered. After that, we want to tell you that, Mr. President, number one, you should know that you are not the president of the Muslim. You understand? You are the president of Nigeria. Number one, you are the chairman of ECOWAS. You are not the chairman of the Muslim. So, for your information, the president of Nigeria, let me tell you something. We are not afraid of you. We are not anybody that abused the beloved prophet, anybody that abused the prophet, Mr. President, believe me, that person is gone forever. Whether you like it or not, that person will be eliminated instantly, whether you like it or not, Mr. President. And let this one serve as a warning for you, okay. Mr. President. We the Northerners are warning you. We are not even begging you. We are warning you. This one should serve as a last warning to you, the President. Let me tell you something. People are now here. Whatsoever that you are doing, people are just watching you. Don't engage yourself in religious matters, because as a president you might cause war. Don't forget that you are from Lagos, while the majority of the Muslims are in the north. That means Ayawe man, thank you. Ayawe man, no man. You are welcome. I really appreciate your comments. Thank you for that. We are all one, my brother. Obi-Wan, unmute your mic.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Kai. Let me just park somewhere.
All right.
Before I hit my car. All right. I just wanted to start with the other guy, the Yoruba guy of a thing. I will say that it is not his story. It is our story. And the worst thing that you will do to yourself is to engage with somebody that does not know your story in this kind of argument. Why am I bringing this up? I had similar conversation with another Yoruba guy. Was it 2 days ago? There's this barber guy where I normally go maybe in the evening just to go chill. And the guy is a Yoruba guy. The friend now came and we are actually having this conversation about Biafra and all those kind of a thing. So now I got to understand that exactly the way this guy was actually seeing Biafra war, that's the way All of them sees it. Hachina Biafra war is like OPC kind of gang war. Because when you look at this guy sitting down here, and he will say that it's true that there are people with Pashoko, but we cannot he has no apologies. And you look at this guy and you ask this guy, where were you when the war was going on? What
Some
was
of you
happening
have
in Yoruba
big
land when they were bombing Southeast? Where was this guy when our parents were sleeping in the bush without minding the snakes and the scorpions? Where were this guy when our mothers and fathers were pursuing lizard as just to eat meat? Where was this guy and his so-called cohort when people don't even know if they will be alive the next day? And this guy will now come here and see, it's like watching Arise TV, and they will be discussing about Biafra issue, and they will bring a Yoruba guy to speak about it. You can see that it won't work. It doesn't work. It's not his story to tell. So whatever this guy is blabbing here, he does not know that we are willing to die for Biafra. And let me tell you one thing. Most of these Yoruba people, they're very, very comfortable in Nigeria than Oduduwa. Because if they are really serious in this their Oduduwa nation, they will understand where we are coming from. They will really understand where we are coming from. What is it that they are after today? Whatever the citizens of Nigeria are looking for today, are speaking for today, is what we already spoken more than 50 years ago. Aburi Accord is not all about restructuring. That is what they are speaking today. And can you even how stupid these guys are? They don't actually understand that now. The people, they were more Nigerians who want Igbo because we actually wanted Nigeria to work. And that was why we decided to say, let us work like this. Since you really want to answer Nigeria, let us regionalize the whole thing. Yorubas are very comfortable in Nigeria. As you can see, when they anytime they talk about anything Biafra, you don't actually see northern people actually firing us. It's actually Yoruba people that are actually firing us this time around. Now, come to Ihan Dubai based on Sowore and to be popular because of this thing. For me, for my own take, anything anybody hear me, so far on my own advantage, I will support it. I will support it 100%. And at the same time, Sowore has been looking for a chance for a revolution in Nigeria, because you know that he fought the army then during when he was the SUG president back in the days. So now he's actually looking for that the same thing now, but where he is having a problem, you have to be an opportunist. Nnamdi Kanu is an opportunist as well, because he took advantage of the internet as well and do this marvelous work. So I think I was looking at Sowore, even though the Nigerians are queuing behind Obi, since not a good thing for Nigeria, I was expecting him to queue in here. But you know that now, I keep saying this thing. Last time I called in here, I said that Nnamdi Kanu is the key to Nigeria revolution. If you remember when I said that, but it's just right there in front of them. And I think Sowore Afugia, because Neji Nnamdi Kanu today in Ime is not just about Biafra. It's about the justice system of Nigeria. Because some of them, any kuku happen Nnamdi Kanu, Ndi Ugwu say, Mbakwa, Ndi Yoruba, ije na comment section. If mostly some of Ndi Yoruba na nonsense. But they just forgot that now. Nnamdi Kanu, tomorrow it will be your own. It will be your turn. But I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I think that every Biafrans know that they cannot waste their time actually dialoguing with the Yoruba man about when it comes to Biafra issue. We tell our story. Nobody will tell it. They tell our story for us. Whether you like, go and read Oxford and whatsoever. Everybody died in every of the family where we come from. So when you speak and when we listen to you, you must understand that the people that actually went to war, they are still alive looking at you, that you are there somewhere narrating what happened in the Southeast during the war. How many people did they even allow to come down to Southeast during the war? How many people? The journalists that came from abroad, that came during that war, what were they doing? Okwahalute and Lagos. I say, okay, and back. If not for the ones so meba, just for them to get down to Southeast Kahamalo, exactly what was happening. That's why you were able to see those videos on YouTube today. Otherwise, they just wanted to commit that genocide without nobody knowing about it. Where was this guy? Kelebon. And you will come here and sit down and be talking trash without not understanding the rules.
The Yoruba that you engage, what were they saying? Like, what is the other side of the story?
Is it the one that I was arguing with?
Yes.
Yeah, we were actually talking about, like, I can't actually remember it because when I speak something like this with these people, I don't try to be emotional in it because it's going to affect me. So I choose to wipe away every conversation concerning, because why am I convincing them for? What if I convince them today, for what reason? But I think that actually what prompted the conversation was when I was talking about why don't we, if we really want Nigeria to work, why don't we do regional whatever and this and that? And I said something about that every Nigerian should actually advocate for Nnamdi Kanu release. Now he started saying no, but why is it that the Igbo politician, like, he started blaming that it's not their fault, that it is the people that is supposed to speak from the Igbo side for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Like, there's a way the tricky something is, but if I start explaining that to him, knowing to tell him that we know the Sabo inside us, we know people that does not want Biafra to come, we know the ones that want, even inside our Igbo brothers. So, but that is not what I will keep explaining to him, because it's everywhere. There are people who because that is the way they cage us in Igbo land, that we will not speak. Oh, bro, some people name a meeting na how you change Abia state government in 2027. Upon the buy mpam mad na mad no chaludi na nwunye mucha umaze dekwa general solu Benjamin Carlo na ekwu okwu change Abia state next 2027 to APC. Onyema about Abia State. Who knows Abia State? And I right is there off until this governor started doing whatever that he's doing in Abia State. And people being at the state for that na Abia Chakego, people are coming back. Now development is actually coming. Yet they choose to sit down with Benjamin Lekano, they go to change the government. And they buy. In case the same thing people likes of Adadi Orama. When you see that we are moving forward, you see them sitting down one place. Now think in the brain how they use battery tiger battery. Abia mother and all phone a street light adigo na street na 10 o'clock 11 o'clock on a Disney alone. Yet, government, wejelo APC. Kifundibo, I didn't know I just no, they so comfortable in hardship. Like I accept to go that slavery that we must always strive before we can eat. With aguni na Nigeria and whatever that is going on na Nigeria, and yet the likes of Kinga and Ijele do not want development. They chohoka aganihu ndeba even Nigeria as a whole or Indibo as a whole. That's something they just piadaya. They don't want all those kind of things. Because as for us, I had to go to war before. Even though I wasn't there.
What exactly do you want to see in Abia State?
No, like there's a way I see things, at all. Like Abia State, they used to produce shoes and all those kind of a thing back in the days. And then when some roads in Abia State and when so many things that visible in Abia State back in the days. Last Julia Kelly home na Abia State as a governor was all Domino's, just fast food joint. Then every woman that delivered only 500 rand, 500 naira, and a backpack, a governor nako. But now this guy entered there, use something. It's something on a try, at least. Ebe moto ada agbabu na aba, moto na agbazi ya na. Ebe bicycle ada aga, bicycle na agazi ya na. Ụmụ akwụkwọ na-eje akwụkwọ for free. Onye mee nke dị mma si too ya. Onye nọ na ya. All development ka chọrọ. Man, I do not understand that these people who for free choose to go and sit down. I'm not support any political party in Nigeria. I hate Nigeria like no other thing. But I try to demarcate myself, not being emotional and being factual, so that I can be able to analyze what I see, no matter who it concerns. So that's the thing. I suppose him and this guy has no right to talk our story. We are the ones that are on ground. It is our duty to talk. In our boy, can I say something about this guy? I'm for can you make phone ma the guy is botola. That's my one. Because we have any authority to speak on behalf of the 6 million people that died during the war. And Obia here nako. Ebele these people. Obuna hama hindi fulani till hana at their agenda. They are not ready. We are ready. I can see the way that we are. But in the Yoruba, para adago. Elori adago. Oh my kita. Hane tibata. Hantini na abanacha London. Nka kita efia kita change. Hanta abia Biafra land ibeli aduro. Now watch it will happen. They will come and take aduro na Biafra land very soon. Oh, they
no, Benin here, my brother. They have many places to go. Benin Republic is there. That's why that's where they're hoping. You understand?
Anyway, I'll be listening. Let me continue my journey, but I will be listening. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Now, let's move to Triple M, right? You are the next.
Yeah, thank you. It seems as if you know that I want to start dressing for work. Thank you very much, my brother Kai. You really doing a great job.
I appreciate it.
My genuine fellow Biafrans, I greet each and every one of all those in comment section and those in listening room. Is that Madam Origin and is it Ocean Master, right? That spoke last.
No, that was Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, downloading greetings to you. One name, I greet you. You know, Mazekai, there's one thing we need to understand. We are in a battle. Listen to the great Biafrans. Whenever you see propaganda left, right, center, we usually see this whenever what we are doing is gathering momentum. Once Biafran freedom is gathering momentum, then you will see distraction from our own people, from our neighbors, and thereabout. All these people now talking all these things now, they have seen what Fulanis have been doing in that contraction. Even in their Yoruba land. This guy is in now that you want to call me. I will leave this your call for now. Let me run down. Sorry, Mr. Charles. Give me 1 minute. I will get back to you, please. So sorry, my people.
Right on.
When you see these guys talk, you ask yourself, despite this them speaking Queen English, remember during that particular genocide war, they are the same people they used in propagating lies against what is going on in that contraction. Let us not forget in hurry. Not that they are claiming Lagos is this in Lagos. Any capital city, there is I don't know how to put it, because they usually mapped out a particular place. Even if there are people that owns it, they usually settle the owner of the land. They take it from them, give them another place, and developed it for the general use. But when you see them coming out to shout, Yoruba is a this, Yoruba is that, Lagos is this, Lagos is that. No doubt about that, because it is, it is found in that particular region. But the kind of things they are doing on that particular area now, it doesn't go well. Now, so when things are happening this way, this is to tell you that the God's hand is in what we are doing. Reason because we can't be clamoring for something, saying that we are being marginalized or whatever language they use, qualifying it. People around the world are seeing it. They must show their color. They must say something that will let people to know that, wow, these people are really clamoring for is truth. Because if everything is okay, they are doing everything right, that is calm in the zoo, then they still say, why are we clamoring for exit when everywhere is calm, when there is no problem, this, that. It won't look right. But something must happen for something to happen. All these things that is happening now, it shows that what we are looking for is right before us. And those people that has been holding out ransom, they are also displaying their character and the attitude of that hatred in public for people to see. That is the question you asked earlier on when he made mention of people going on train, on railway from Imo River. They were killed and thrown into Imo River. They usually twist what happens to us. The narration he just changed here now is the narrative of the Igbos, not only Igbos. When we talk of old Eastern regions, both Akwa Iboms are there, Rivers people are there, all the tribe there, they were slaughtered in the north and pushed them into a train, send it down to Enugu. That is the story he's trying to narrate, change.
Okay, now I get it.
When you talk of issue of train, it is when the northerners kill our people and butcher them and dump them into a train. We only have one train line. This one that cross from Enugu, Abia to Port Harcourt. No other train that pass through Eastern region. No other. Till today, as we speak, no other. Though I've left there for a while, but I must tell you, no other. And it was that incident that makes Ojukwu, you said it here, Ojukwu call their people as a peaceful people we are. Tell them this is what your people did to our people. We are not going to pay back with back. You guys have to take your leave, pack your things, leave our region. But look at how this
My brother.
Anuman na Heboshi, na history. But here na twist is it.
He knows nothing.
Na twist here. Now he's saying that Kwashoko is based on a lack of nutrition. We don't have good food. We and them, who are the people that have fertile land? Shit.
I educated myself, Emma. Honestly.
We and them, who has I can't see myself on my sorry. We and them, who has fertile land to compare. Now he's one telling you that our land we don't have a fertile land. Sorry. Is anybody talking?
My own place itself.
I am telling you, Kai, the whole Igbo land, every community have what they produce more. Remember, during that war, despite what the blockage and everything, our people, we are not trading with money. It is trade by barter. Only with Nigeria, here, you take exchange on what you want.
Yeah.
You see, I bet these people, even in the whole world, any tribe, there is no tribe on this planet Earth that can withstand what we Biafrans withstand, and that can face what we faced and still stand today. Going to that area now, when you come to zoo, they say Yoruba people are more educated people. My brother, it is all fallacy. Do you know the reason? After the war,
okay, so what education one?
After the war, you know what they do? Once you bear the Igbo name, one name, no school for you.
Yeah.
That makes most of our people leaving our region, going to that particular area, changing their names to the extent of these people now that you see, they say we are not Igbo. What is your name? My name is Okechukwu, but I am not Igbo. That makes them denounce. They make it as if anything Igbo is devilish. If you see yourself as an Igbo, one name in existence, you are not included. Even look the question you ask about Naira and Kobo, my brother, no two ways about it. That is just the justification. I don't blame them because of all these things, brother. I don't blame them. I don't actually blame them. I blame those our people that is still thinking that they belonged. I have an Hausa friend back in the school. When they use the Ohanese Indoshinama to prescribe indigenous people of Biafra terrorists. This guy, one day we were discussing, he said he were like laughing. He said he doesn't know the problem of our people, because our people we don't even know what we want. Even they call you people terrorists. They use our people, our governors, and our Ohanese Igbo to describe themselves the terrorists. They never know that they are among that IPOB. When they come out, they say IPOB is prescribed. They prescribe. They never know that they know that them that are prescribed, they are among. They see them as that, as one of that. I laugh. I say that is it. But when you see them, you see Ojo talking rubbish. You see this one talking rubbish. One day, your enemy know who you are. Like you say something, my brother, I do pray. I say, God, if possible, can you just
take away,
block off this oil, natural resources? Let it cease. Let's struggle. I walk over let us struggle. Because it looks as if this thing you gave us is killing us. It makes us so rejected. Like Kuwait. Kuwait here now going at the whole world. Kuwait, they don't have up to 50% of what we have in our land.
Can you imagine?
But a particular people has used us I'm saying slaves, and the more they pick 1 or 2 persons, then those 2 persons are now enjoying for the fact they will, keep on fighting against their own. The Sowore you made mention of, Sowore fought. They used Sowore to fight against our people during that war. Sabotage. It was through them. We fought. We have conquered already. All through that place. Sowore give them share. Here she has one day after the war, what happened? When Sowore ya chọwa ka enye ya slot maka oyi and otechi mebishi ihe ha na-ata ahụhụ. They were suffering. Mgbe nke o cheta n'ụra ewezie agwazie ya na ọ dị ka ọmatakwu n'ihe esete ọp tipi
onye ọzọ ebe nwanne na nzọ nwanne ọgụ ọ nọ n'ọrụ imepe isi ebe ahụ.
Now egwuregwu after sabotage chara, that is why the man will always say serve zoo and come back in shame. Sowore akwegburia on firing squad. Ebe ọ na-abịa azọ right ya mbụ ihe ma hụ
eche m ụdọ ka akiri ọ firing squad ga-eji pepesa DSF.
I can't remember. It should be always the execution camera. Yeah. He was executed.
I will check after this.
He was executed because which he requested. They asked him to make a wish before they send him to his ancestors. Even his ancestors will even reject him. Yeah, said he requested to see Ojukwu. They said the Ojukwu. Eji chopper bro Ojukwu bia. Ojukwu came there and see him and tell him good morning. Turn kwalawa. Ugbu a ka chi furu ya n'anya. Now, when you see all these people now coming out to speak out rubbish, one okwe mandai na ha na-agba mgba. All British.
Of course.
How people underground work? Why they will not go to their own platform now? Initially they are using their channel to do that. Now. So, and we have been debunking them. Whenever they speak rubbish from their platform, BBC or when they now they can only use people like this. They are Afonjas. Near history. Look at Anumano. You are narrating your history. You are Gija a white man. Or the white man they give your history. No wonder they came. The Niger that have been there for ages. I be direct history no Mungo Park. Mungo Park wasn't born there. His ancestors wasn't come from there. Yeah, but discover Arabia. Mungo Park. And I for you, carry my brother. Any country. That is why zoo is not a country and is not meant to stand. It's not meant to succeed. My brother, are you aware that the backbone of every country is their history?
That's true.
The backbone. Even if you are any country on Emir, each of us citizenship, when you must know their history. Then what do you have in zoo? They don't want to know how atrocity they commit, even to bring you together as one. It is evil. Even the Christianity they brought to us come through evil with gun and bullet. They hit everything from you. My dad will go on and so you know at this point. I yield my mic. Thank you very much.
God bless you. God bless you, Triple M. I really appreciate. Wow. Oh God, Madam Origin, let's hear from you.
Mr. Kai, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You're welcome. Biafra.
You're welcome.
Great people. I'm greeting everyone. God bless you all. Ndomu Chineke. Biafra. Chineke. God said you are his own, and you say, God, you are my father. And that settles it. Yes, Mr. Kai, I beg, you see that that boy that was defiling their president. That was debasing their president. I beg you, because I'm not. That is all I'm going to talk about. I don't have time for these other ones. These ones, they are hungry. They are propagandists, you know, and they are trying to see few Biafrans they can confuse. They've been doing it, so it's not anybody that wants them to confuse them. Now they wahala be that. But this one, hey, I beg, play his. I have message. I have people I want to call their attention to about this matter.
Okay.
Play it again, I beg, no vex.
No problem.
Good morning, Nigerians. So, the president of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, thought that we are afraid of him. So, Mr. President, for your information, we are not afraid of you. Number one. I know the president might be confused that why is this boy speaking that way to him. So, Mr. President, if you haven't forgotten, you as the ECOWAS chairman had a meeting and has signed a law that anybody that abused the beloved prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is our beloved prophet, the messenger and the last prophet, whomever abused him, you said that there is no any law or any consequences against him. So, Mr. President, for your information, your message has been delivered. After that, we want to tell you that, Mr. President, number one, you should know that you are not the president of the Muslim. You understand? You are the president of Nigeria. Number one, you are the chairman of ECOWAS. You are not the chairman of the Muslim. So, for your information, the president of Nigeria, let me tell you something. We are not afraid of you. We are not anybody that abused the beloved prophet, anybody that abused the prophet, Mr. President, believe me, that person is gone forever. Whether you like it or not, that person will be eliminated instantly, whether you like it or not, Mr. President. And let this one serve as a warning for you, Mr. President. We the Northerners are warning you. We are not
if one day gonna hand it,
this one should serve as a last warning to you, the President. Let me tell you something.
Then they're gonna hand it
whatsoever that you are doing, people are just watching you. Don't engage yourself in religious matters, because as a president you might cause
this
war.
Is my time. Let me
don't forget that.
Don't
forget that you are from Lagos.
I know you will talk. I just want
to
say what I want.
Can you allow this to finish? This is my time. I don't want anybody to interrupt.
Okay, go on.
Mute your mic.
I wanted to say one or two things, but I just go on.
Let this one serve as a warning for you, Mr. President. We the Northerners are warning you. We are not even begging you. We are warning you. This one should serve as a last warning to you, the president. Let me tell you something. People are now here. Whatsoever that you are doing, people are just watching you. Don't engage yourself in religious matters, because as a president you might cause war. Don't forget that you are from Lagos, while the majority of the Muslims are in the north. That means you are causing religious war in your country. So, Mr. President, let this one serve as a last warning. We are warning you. Hear it, Mr. President. You should hear it very well. We are warning you, not even begging you. We are warning you. This should serve as a last warning to you, and you shall go and remove that word that you have just made, Mr. President. Go and take back your words.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you so very much. And I want you to read this so that the people, I'm going to call their names in case they say, if I call Bayo, he says he's not my own Bayo. He's talking about another person. Bayo Ononuga. Please, somebody tag Bayo Ononuga. Abike Dabre. Their own is spelled, is it Dabiri? Ruben Abati. Reno Omokri. Daniel Boala. You see how I call your all your name to the full? This young man say, I am a boy. See, what he's trying to tell you is that by the category, he is the least among them. And he is able to talk to your principal, your papa, like that. Oh. It is not when Peter Obi or Mazin Nnamdi Kanu or our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa come out, you people will come out running out naked, hyperventilating and hullabalooing all over the place, boo-booing gas everywhere. You start coming out and be flapping your useless wings. Bayo Ononuga, Ruben Abati, Abike Dabre, Reno Omokri, Daniel Boala. I'm calling you all attention. Oh. Did you hear what they said about your principal? They said this young man, this boy say, he is not, they are not afraid. He is not afraid of you or your principal. He said, though, that in fact, that law he made in ECOWAS said this thing, that is considered that he has crossed the Rubicon. Your principal have crossed the Rubicon because that is already earning him gone forever. That means, as far as he's concerned, your principal don't kablu it. If he try cross where they are, your principal will be missing. Oh. You see, if these people I call, if you people don't take this matter up, I consider yourself impotent men and women. Don't let me hear your voice again. Mention any Igbo or Peter or anybody or my prime minister that has the capacity to talk on my behalf and start gidigba. You see all of you. If I don't hear in the next few, please cut this place out. It is for Reno Omokre, Daniel Boala, Ruben Abati, Abike Dabre, Bayo Ononuga. They need to go and defend their principal or their papa. They say, in fact, the way the man call, he say he's a useless man because he made the law against their Oga Pata Pata. I don't want to go there. These people have no shame. No shame. This particular thing I've been here for a couple of days. So all of them be like they are dead. I've not had anything. No. You see, that's all I want to talk about today, as far as this one. You see this one. Thank you for bringing it up.
Thank you so much.
Miserable people. Miserable. These people we are dealing with, they are so slow. See how they are talking about everything they talk. It look like by the time we finish, they now wake up.
Did you listen to this one?
Which one?
Did you listen to this one? Let me take it back again. I want you to hear this again.
Nigeria is going to happen, and there's nothing that these Labour Party dogs can do about it. Simple. We control the army, we control the navy, we control all the military, we control the executive. We have all the guns. Let's be real. Is it you guys? Is it the Igbos? Get the fuck out of here. The Igbos are trying to do their little insurgency. They can't even get that shit off the ground. Get out of here. All right? The Islamic Republic.
I want you to pay attention. The person talking is this one called Hassan. This is a Twitter space program. He appeared there and he's just telling them that no matter whatever you're doing in Nigeria, P2B that all of you are hoping on and all that, is not going to do anything. In fact, the part that caught my attention is where he said that let's be real, they have the gun, you know. Look at it here. So pay attention to that part.
Is going to happen, and there's nothing that these Labour Party dogs can do about it. Simple. We control the army, we control the navy, we control all the
We
military,
control the
we
army.
control the executive, we have all the guns. Let's be real. Is it you guys? Is it the Igbos? Get the fuck out of here. The Igbos are trying to do their little insurgency. They can't even get that.
This guy doesn't. He's not a northerner from my own point of view. I don't think he's a northerner, but these are foreigners supporting what is going on. Okay,
That shit off the ground.
Just,
Get out of here.
Yeah, let
all
me
right?
allow it.
The Islamic Republic of Nigeria is going to happen, and there's nothing trying to do their
it
little
will happen.
insurgency.
Islamic will happen. Wait.
Is it you guys? Is it the Igbos? Get the fuck out of here. The Igbos are trying to do their little insurgency. They can't even get that shit off the ground. Get out of here. All right? The Islamic Republic of Nigeria is going to happen, and there's nothing you are going to do about it. You think the Muslim ticket, that was just the start. Soon it's going to be a Muslim country. Arabic and Hausa will be the official languages of Nigeria. We're not speaking our colonizers' tongue anymore.
Bro, I knew you were a goddamn terrorist. I knew you were a motherfucking
Oh my God, terrorist this.
Somebody there to jump in to respond to him. Now, this is what you see, what you receive from ignoring this all this science going on here and there. And he did not mention Yoruba. He just focused on Igbos that are trying to do something, but they can't get it off ground. That's the way he put it. There's a way he put that words. That the Igbos they are trying to do something, but they don't know how to go about it because of the confusion. And why? Because of the so-called political elite or anything, whatever, even with the help of Oduduwa. But they did not mention Amotekun, they did not mention Yoruba land because they know that one is just dead for a take. You understand? Anyway, let me allow you to comment on that before we end.
Well, anyway, if you listen to the young man that is talking, he doesn't sound Yoruba to me. He doesn't sound
no, he's not Yoruba.
It's just one of these wannabes, because something is going on the internet. Please let me say this clearly to Biafrans. That's why whenever you hear me scream and say, please, this is all about humanity. And some people, if you look at it from the broader aspect of it, you as a Biafran, you sell your sleep like I do. Because what is going on is not just on us Biafrans. It's just that we saw ahead and we started planning ahead.
That's
and
true.
they look, UK is so saturated. I fear for them more than I fear for Biafra even. UK is soaked. Like when I mean soaked, any little match you will catch it. It will catch fire. So what he's talking about, he said,
is that not good?
He's talking about, I have already prophesied that. I say what they wished us is what they will get.
Okay.
So Islamic Republic Nigeria, I thank God. He's talking about Nigeria. He's not talking about us. And the fact that I keep talking about impunity lose guard. I keep talking about this thing has been on for over only God knows, but they intensified in the last 10 years. In the last 10, 15 years, it's been the propaganda has started and is on. But what this one that is running, this one look like one of those Americaners, like a mixed breed. This one sounds like a mixed breed. The one that is still collecting, is living in his parents' house. They are feeding him. They bought him a car on loan, and the parents are struggling to pay for the car. And he is riding the car recklessly, and he doesn't care if the car gets accidents. He will dump it at the parents' feet and they will fix it. So he have no clue what he's talking about. And he does not know that the people he's trying to promote, they don't even like him. When they get their machete, it's here double. Without apology.
But if you have paid attention to the headline, like not the headline, just like the message on top here, it says Senior Hamas leader spotted in Nigeria debate the war. So you understand? I don't know if the message is correspond to what the person
There
like.
was a time they came. Was it last year? Yeah.
Yeah, this is not new. This is last year video.
Okay, yeah. So that this I wouldn't be surprised it was last year. Yeah, they visited last year. Nobody knew what they came to do.
That is why this one jumped in to comment and said what I just played to you now.
It doesn't matter whether they jumping or not jumping. It should be now. Para say then they clean up now. Everybody needs to wake up and smell the coffee. So that's it. Everybody needs to. I mean, they think it is something that you come out and you be talking like a bio nonuga, cussing out on Obi, and Obi no get mouth. Now you no get mouth. In fact, when they baff that man with insult, they look at and say, Uncle, now you're jumping, may you sharp your mouth to follow them. I like sit there, I don't talk too much.
Obi, I can't defend Obi. That's all the fact. Thank you so much, Madam Origin. Triple M, you wanted to say something?
Triple M, I'm sorry. I needed to read it because I didn't want to be taken off from my, how I blow it. I didn't want to. Yeah. I didn't want to douse it. Sorry. I just wanted to get this out.
I think he's back. I think he's now working. I think maybe he's busy now. He's back to work. So we are going to end it here. Madam Origin, thank you so much for your time. Like always, God bless you. God bless you. And Triple M, God bless you as well. Obi-Wan, thank you so much for joining me. All of you in the comment section, may God bless you. We're going to wind it down. And if I have chance, I will come back for later broadcast. I'm going to work on that. If there's any way I can squeeze my time to come back, I will. Thank you so much and see you again.
Can I say something before you drop?
All right,
please,
all right.
I for the forum, I know that it look like it's almost the same people. I'm not one of, once you interrupt me, it kind of destabilizes because I go with the train of thought. And you notice rarely do I interrupt people because I feel I may disrupt their trail of thoughts.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I apologize if anybody. No offense.
No, I don't think Triple M is angry, but I don't think so. I don't think at all. Triple M is just a free-minded person. I don't think there's any issue with that. Thank you so much, Madam Origin. Thank you. Triple M, again, call in later. Bye-bye.
Sorry, my brother, I went to shower, but I don't think we have Madam Origin. Anyway, I just came in now and hear her last speech.
Yeah, Triple M, I was saying that usually when it's my turn, I'm like an express. I just run it through. If I get interruption, it kind of messes my trail of thoughts. That's why I say
no. You understood yourself very well, my dear.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Nothing bad there. Sometimes it's not everybody, just not like me. When I'm talking, you can stop me and I know where I stop. I still know the line of my thoughts. There are some people, when you interrupt them, they will lose their line of thoughts.
It's true.
So that's it.
It's true.
That's all right. Oh, are you winding down, Itakai?
Yes. We're waiting for you to come in.
That's good. That's fine. All right. See you some other time.
All right. I will try. If there's any chance for me to come back later, I will. But I will try. I'm Magic Goze. Greetings to you. You are just joining us. Or have you been here? I think I saw your comment before. Anyway, God bless you. God bless all of us, and see you again. Bye-bye for now.